We are the people of the trance. We talk to the spirit. The spirit come into us. This is our church. The tree, the sky, the breeze, the earth, the flower. And that's how Mother Earth hear our prayers from the drum, the dance, the trance. People!
Peace. What up, though? Turn it one time. Man, I want y'all to jump on that like button. Jump on that like button, everybody, to pull it up. And I want y'all to share the video, you feel me? Whatever you got, whatever social media you have, go share the video, you feel me? And we're gonna do it like that, man. Tapping in. Up early, man. I've been up since probably like 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been up, man, and it's cold down here too. You feel me? What's up with the Kerry Bay in the building? Jay everything. Jazz, what's up with it, Jazzy? Miriam TV in the building. TP2 Live, my nigga. Hey man, y'all go follow TP2 Live. TP, drop your link to their IG and drop your YouTube too. TP got a page. Drop that link to their YouTube page, man, the historical sites. Man, y'all go tap in with TP over there, man. Bro, grinding. If you want to know anything about Texas history, man, the Indians, go check out that nigga right there. That's an ex-Buffalo soldier. Once a Buffalo soldier, always a Buffalo. That nigga's a Buffalo soldier, cowboy, reincarnated, man. Y'all go tap in with him. We probably fought in the war or something together, goddamn. That nigga used to be out there at Fort Concho. He was the weed man at Fort Concho in the cook. What's up with it, Corey? Indiana in the building. Joe Jack, what up, though? That boy from Florida in there, Renzo D228, one time for the one time. What up, Diz? I see you, family. Token Turtle in the building. What's up with the Baron Grill? I see you. Stiff Tiff in the building. Topcatz Grand Rising. What popping, though? He said, yeah, it's cold, man. I got on two jackets. I got on two jackets. Unapologetically American in the building. Yeah, sure, man. I like that. We got to be unapologetically American, man. But we can't be, you can't be talking about America, but we got these other continents in our mouth. You know what I mean? Or even trying to let them in our house. We got to be unapologetic about it. Yeah. It ain't no gang banging or nothing like that, but you gotta have pride and take pride in what's yours. You feel me? But anyway, man, we right back on the block. She said, I ain't going outside today. I'm trying to tell you, I got the fireplace on and everything. And I'm in the tropics. I'm in South Texas, man. I'm down there, I ain't meant to say. I'm in South Texas. The sun supposed to be shining. I would winter down here. Usually don't come to like February. Like late January, February, it be cold here. It be raining and it be cold. Right now it's getting cold earlier, but they say that global warming. Yeah, they say they got that global warming, man. But turn it one time, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Last night we had championship debate. You know what I mean? I stayed there, man. That shit that went on for that was a long debate. Say that was a long debate, man. I see they ended up happening. Well, it wasn't. It didn't go like a. How can I say this? For the organization of it, but I say this here, that kind of helped out because if it was organized, yeah, that would have been that would have been pretty bad if it was organized. I think it could have been a lot organized. You had Bethy and Holiday, they was refereeing. A lot of people, yeah. That it was. I say this here about it. I get my critiques and I get my thoughts on it in a second. But you did have two referees there, or corner men, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Cut man, or whatever you want to call it. As far as the organization and the time, so I think it was, it was 5 minutes apiece, which is cool. I think Chanel and them do like 7. You get your whole row out. But 5 minutes in a debate, if you ever try to put information out with the clock on, and at the same time you're trying to illustrate a point, that's you look up and that bitch you'd be on 30 seconds. You gotta close now. But man, it's all in the game. I'm gonna tell you this here, preparation is key. I got a big debate coming up, and I was watching that debate last night, and you know what I said? You know what I did? I had to go put my shoes on. I had to go start running. I had to go jog. Yeah, I had to go in the gym and hit the bag. I said, oh no. They say, man, they made me go get it. He said, Topcatz, that invite to the next debate. Drop it. It's gonna be Monday. It's gonna be on another channel. We're going on the road. Man, one thing we don't mind is going on the road. I'm an underdog either way it goes. You know what I mean? But we're gonna take the show on the road. We're going over there. Home court advantage. Man, that really ain't nothing in my mind. I already know what I'm coming to do. And I got a chip on my shoulder because now I got a chip on my shoulder, man. So it is what it is, bro. But I'm going up against Jabari, and anybody doing this shit, you cap if you say Jabari ain't that nigga. You cap if you say Jabari ain't that nigga. Jabari is that nigga. I'm gonna tell you, some people, man, a lot of people, around this information game are not made for debates. It just is what it is. Everybody that's dealing with the information are not designed for debates. It look easy, you ain't got to do nothing but this type of. But hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, Jack. Some people are born for this. Some people born to be a lawyer. You know what I mean? Some people, yeah, man. Jabari, one of them people. Been around information for a long time. He an elder. Niggas taught in colleges and all type of, you know what I mean? Some people made for it. Some people, man, is born in it, you born in it, not sworn in it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when he come out here, for the accolades and all of this here, when dealing with this information, man, I'm gonna be the first one. I don't have it. I'm building the legacy. But what do make me comfortable with being on this level, this is the top of the game right here. I'm gonna tell you, for as Pan-Africanism goes on that side right there, it don't get no bigger than Jabari. It don't. You know what I mean? And so I'm taking all that in consideration, man. Last night, see, I say this here. I thought I was taking all that in consideration, and I thought I was. But last night showed me something, bro. Yeah, I wasn't punching on the bag, man. I went to sleep late. I wouldn't put my head in the books. I refuse, bro. It's shout to Les Brown, one of the greatest motivational speakers ever. Shout to Les Brown. Les Brown say, it's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity Let me run that back, family. He said it's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. That part. He said it's better to have an opportunity. It's better to be prepared and not have an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I couldn't sleep. My eyes was heavy. I was losing concentration, man. I just had my classical music on, and I was staying in the game, man. Shoulder was tired. I say, keep swinging. Bitch, you better fight for your life. I refuse, bro. See, one thing about this here, all this gonna be documented. And but now I'm taking this serious. This is square business. This is the highest level of the game. This is the highest level of the game. Man, we finna walk through this shit. We finna walk through them. For one, see, we finna get today. I need to make sure before we make it out this day that we got that other topic. And I don't mind if they chose it. It has to be on something about indigenous. I want to get something in there about these African or indigenous or something. I asked y'all to hear me out. Y'all didn't hear me out on it. We need that title. I'm not letting them out of there. See, I just went straight in for the kill for Pan-Africanism. But see, if you kill Pan-Africanism, you kill the head. But see, I still want to get that narrative though about this African, and Pan-Africans. Every other word they say, they talk about the Africans in America. I don't like that. I don't like this. I ain't gonna lie. I be hearing it, and they be gang banging. It's gang banging. But now I want that. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a debate set up over there with Sai, and it had me going up against the Hebrew. And I really didn't feel, I just sit back and I told myself, I said, you know what, we gonna do it, and we gonna prepare, like this to fight our life. And man, I cannot get these guys to show up on fight night. They say what they want to say. It all sounds good. You got people running around here, talking about they offering $1,000 and all of this here. But it's interesting, man. On fight night, I had a brother. I chased him around. I was in his yard. I broke in his highs and ate breakfast at his table and left him a note. I left him a note saying, "You's a bitch." Yeah. Yeah, man, I broke in the nigga highs, ate breakfast, man, and I cooked this shit, and I left him a note. I said, "You's a bitch." I did everything I could to get this nigga to fight me, and man, nigga didn't see it through. But it is what it is, man. One thing about it, Jabari told me like something that I tell nigga. He told me, "Hey, see one thing about me, I ain't never turned down a fade." Yeah, Jabari told me he'll turn down nothing but his collar. I said, "Ooh, I like that. I like that." Yeah, gladiator school. That's what this is. Gladiator school. This when Zeus, who them niggas Zeus knew was fighting the guards when the clash of the Titans. Yeah. Big Indian business. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was sitting back, bro, and I was gonna mind my business, but this nigga just kept bringing up Dane Calloway. You know what? But that was just it was Thanksgiving. You got the turkeys. You think about Indians, and the first thing, boy, you say Indian or America, all they can think about is Dane Calloway. Hey, that's impressive. You get a holiday. I seen Pan-Africanism strike back. Brandon over there. He on his Thanksgiving, he talking about Dane Calloway. All the family in the world, all the people in the world, you think about an Indian, you gonna say that's some powerful shit. But he just up there, and I'm saying, well, damn nigga, y'all acting like. See, one thing I don't know, I just can't stand there, bro. And with this going on, I can't stand there and just be looking at it. And I'm like that even with people be talking about elbows. Now I ain't gonna lie, depending on what conversation they're having about it. Cause if it's some of that off the wall pseudo, I gotta let them have it. I'm not defending no Mu, no ancient Mu or no Mur. I'm not defending that, none of that. Not. Speaking about that too, man, it's this dude here. He called himself an Aboriginal Moor. But you know what's interesting about it? When I stepped to him, all I told him was, bro, Moors ain't from America. Stop saying it. And he went crazy. Oh, y'all elbows and you a wabo. And just got real disrespectful. But you just did a bill. You just did a whole bill called Aboriginal Moors. Or Moors Aboriginal, one of the two. The Aboriginal Moors of America, or something like that. And so soon as I stepped to him on it, he went crazy. Oh, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of elbows, y'all faking and but hold on. And see, but that ain't the first time I heard him talk down on Aboriginal. That ain't the first time. But he'll more though, he wear the feds and everything. I bet he ain't want to get out there. He did all that talking. See, they'll try to scare you and tell you how many years they've been doing this. Oh, I've been doing it for 15 years. And he told me I've been doing this since you was in diapers. What that mean? What that mean? Are you finna come get out here though? We can find out. We can find out. Whatever his name is, Red Rooster or Red something. Red Rooster Express or something. He big. Hey man, say I was gonna fix him up. But anyway, shout out to Jabari though, man. I don't even know what the name of the fighters on that one. It's gonna be fireworks. Shanetta is excited. Hold on, let me go find that part. Shanetta excited, man. We're gonna go through the what's called. I want to know who y'all feel like won the debate last night as well. And I'm gonna tell you this here, Aboriginals, I am man, you know what, bro? I haven't. One thing I told myself, I wasn't gonna put no energy into a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna put no energy in it. But what I seen last night is, that wasn't cool. What I seen from the Aboriginals, that wasn't cool, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, right now, like I said, I ain't gonna put too much energy in. But what I seen that ain't cool, bro. And anybody on the outside looking in, but I'll say this here, at this point, it must don't even really matter. You know what I mean? It don't even really matter to a lot of people how it looks when somebody else is looking in. You know what I mean? But that's a problem within itself, though. Like it was a lot of that ain't look good last night. But watch this here. Hold on, let me drop the link. Real quick, man. Get a few of y'all in here. I want to know what was y'all thoughts, man. Who won? I did well. What's up with it, Dre Finest? What's up with it, Tracy? Brown Hawk in the building. EJ done pulled up. Jay Free in the super chat. Appreciate that love, family. Kerry say that's real respect. No underestimate. Yeah, nah, they ain't getting to me. I'm what Ross say, I'm building the dream with elevators in it. I'm building the dream with elevators in it, man. Tell them make it lean and no gators got on my hater visions. And I see you suckers. Yeah, I see you clear. What up, though? Turn on one time.
Hey, peace to the legendary Topcatz. What's going on with you, man?
Oh man, slow motion. You ain't get no sleep last night neither, did you?
Nah, man. I watched that Ab TV, or Aboriginal Power versus Sanchez. But see, I like both of them, man. And I kind of look at it like the way I looked at Brother Sanchez was trying to agree on what they agree on. You know what I'm saying? But he was just basically saying on that bone situation, man. He just ain't gonna go for that because he's not following the bone situation when it comes to the African theory. So he's not gonna follow it over here in America. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like that.
What's your thoughts on that topic? Do
He
you?
has he had a good point, but I learned also too when I used to be part of the Earth Center. They were saying that uh, you'll start. It depends on how you. To me, I feel like it depends on how you being, your body being preserved. You know what I'm saying? I think certain things, the preservation of the body, I think they might have been more advanced in back in the early times. You know what I'm saying? In certain technologies. So it depends. To me, I feel like it could any. I feel like this. I feel like Sanchez is right in the way, but then also you gotta say like, what are they using? You get what I'm saying? Like, but he don't believe that shit about Egypt, all that. You know what I'm saying? That they can preserve their body. So to me, man,
Are you familiar
it,
with craniology and all that, like the origins of it?
the origins of craniology. No, I'm not really. But he made a good point. I'm not really, on craniology because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm all about genealogy and about my family, man.
What about
And
the anthropology part of it? You familiar? You familiar with the origins of that?
no, I'm not. I'm not familiar with that because
I
because I don't
got a
know
bill
what I can
coming up.
prove.
I got a bill coming up, and I'm gonna touch on all of it.
You
And
gonna touch on all of that?
yeah, I would have did it last week, man. I ain't had no energy. Right now, I'm working on a documentary. Ooh, that documentary is tedious, but I gotta get it done, man, because a lot of people be requesting saying, they learn a little easier, they can send it to other people. I'm a little more raw when I'm live, so I had to write it down so I make sure I won't curse. So y'all can send this from Big Mama and your ain't in them and all that now. But I'm also studying for this debate with Jabari, but
Yes,
I'm working on this
I
side
want to
project
talk about that.
called the Making the White Supremacy Part 4. And in this here, I'm gonna talk about Western science, the origins of it, the origins of anthropology, the craniometrics, all of this here, these skulls. We're gonna go back to the sites, all of these sites that they talking about, the main ones. We're gonna find out who the people were who brought the information, said, I found this and I brought the team. We're gonna find out who they were. We're gonna find out who funded it, where they got the money,
Oh,
what was
that's
the agenda.
important.
Yeah, we talking about big business. Because see, it's when you look at it, bro, and I'm telling you, when we come out here and see who idea was this, bro. That's why I say I don't understand by that, bro. But I've been asking everybody, hey, do you know who started that? Do you know why they started it? And the part, okay, I ask you this here. Do you believe that our history in America we was written out of history?
Yes, I believe that. We've been written out of history because they've been trying to take our land. I mean, that's what the reclassification, everything they read us out of the history, man. Having
Right.
us thinking we came from somewhere else. They almost did that to South Africans. They they were trying to do that to South Africans. They were trying to say that they was gonna be from somewhere else when them crackers came over there in the late 1800s on them. You know what I'm saying?
See,
So yeah.
okay, when they written this out, what takes the place of our story now? Like for a large body of history like that, how do you replace that history?
To replace that history, you talking about well the slave trade, saying that they brought us from somewhere else. That
Yeah,
like we
you
came
on
like
point with that. Now,
we're
how do
foreigners
you
from somewhere else
justify
and came here like everybody else. They want to make it seem like everybody else was foreigners, like everybody came from somewhere else and you came from somewhere else,
it? Right.
but we bought y'all on the leash over here. You
What
know what I'm
what
saying?
what they use to solidify their story though?
Solidify the story of, oh, okay. To me, um, they did that where education, movies, or like I said, removing your who you really are. You know what I'm saying? When like I said, when they declassify you, that right there, that was the beginning of the ending for your history of who you are.
Right. Now I'm gonna
Uh,
tell you why I asked you that. Now we got written out of history, and what they replaced our history with was science. It was
oh yeah, you're right.
modern
Yep.
science replaced our history. Um, the
Blue Lay, all that
you
shit.
know,
They
now,
replaced
but
it.
see, way before them. That's why I be saying, like, do we know what cranial metrics and all of this shit here, the reason why they use this to prove that to put themselves in the story.
Right.
They use
Correct.
science to write us out of the story.
Yep. You're
So
right.
even like with last night, I'm glad they pulled that up and they had the pictures up for us. What was it, the Naya bones, and what was
Yeah.
your thoughts on that?
Um, like I said, I feel like the Nia Bone and everything like that, and like he said, it looked like an Asian. I mean, when I first saw it, I thought it didn't really look the like Bonaparte or some of the things that was
Yeah,
written in
yeah,
the
talk that shit.
you know, like if you hey, I'm on the phone, be quiet. Um, like the ancient pictures and stuff like that on the Mayans, on the Aztec, that looked more real than uh, that picture when they was going to show Naya. I'll put it to you that way. She did
Right.
look like an Asian more, and uh, I was on. I agree with Brother Sanchez. I'm on fact. I felt like that when they first showed that Naya. You know what I'm saying? Because nah, you know what I'm saying? Because you have um, ancient even what you call that American Indians, you had them look way darker than that. You know what I'm saying? Even in the
Especially them
1600s.
Florida Indians down there. Them Florida Indians,
Yeah,
yeah, them dark skinned Indians.
that's where my family's from. Not from Florida, but from the southeast. I'm south. I always call myself Southeast Indian, man. I'm from Mississippi, Alabama,
Yeah, I represent
Georgia.
Southeast too. That's that Mississippian culture, man.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, and my grandmother and all that, man, they was dark as I don't know what, man, but had smooth skin. You know what I'm saying? My mama and my not my mama, but my grandmother, some of her siblings, man, they was dark as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? Even my brother, my middle brother, my older brother's dark as hell. You know what I'm saying? But then, and when you go to school, my brother was Tyrone, but he always said, man, he said like when he was trying to get on the girls, they used to say, Tyrone, you too black, dark, Tyrone, you too dark, Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that psychological, because the skin's so dark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they did that too. The start using colors against us and stuff like that. I think that's another thing they did. You know what I'm saying? The lighter you are, the uh, the more opportunities you got against dark skin. You know what I'm saying? See, they did that. They did the color scheme on us too within ourselves, and that was
Right.
messed up. I mean, that was really messed up. But I'm gonna tell you that what you dealing with, you know who you dealing with. When you're dealing with Jabari, you know who he is. You know he's Alpha Phi Alpha, right?
Nah, I ain't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, he's Alpha
I
Phi
don't know nothing
Alpha.
about it. I don't know nothing
He,
about Jabari.
yeah, but I gotta let you know, man. He had on the background. He had on the background Alpha Phi Alpha and everything like that. And going back that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know what you're dealing with. He's the Alpha Phi Alpha. You already know what that entitled. And he graduated from Cornell University. You see what I'm saying? So, so you know what you're
Hey,
dealing
you
with.
know what? Hey, I'm saying this here, right? He laughed at me when I had, because we debated the origins of Pan Africanism, man, and Black Europeans. My stance is Black Europeans created Pan Africanism, and so
And yes,
he
yep.
started laughing when I said that. I don't know where he, in his mind right now, where he think I'm going with it, but he got them Pan Africans in his ear, though. Them Pan African, hey, Indian name Six Fingers.
No, I don't know an Indian named Six Fingers.
Yeah, I seen him in the chat over there. Nigga talking about I'm stupid or I'm scared. He said some fly shit about the $1,000 from Rob Bowen.
Hey, Rob Bourne played himself. He had the opportunity. He making so bad about it. You know what pissed me off about Rob Bourne? See, he's trying to say that you coming with black European. I'm like, the evidence is there. You got people, authors, even your white authors, pale skinned authors, write about the royalty of the black Europeans from Europe. I don't understand like that. I don't think they don't want to accept that because it would debunk a lot of the bullshit that they coming with. You get what I'm saying?
And it's gonna tell who they is. See,
who they is. They're not trying to accept it, and he acting like my thing is he acting like it's a lie, and it's so much evidence. I mean, even
it ain't
pale skins.
You know what I'm saying?
Pale skins talking about it.
This is the guaranteed ass. I'm finna whoop on him. And
you know what I'm saying?
Out of it.
And when I listened, and what made me so mad when he talked about with Jabari, that's what I say. He is a slick man. That's a dangerous dude, man. When I mean a dangerous talking dude, because he's like an assassin, because he don't really show no emotion, but be lying every other word. He's lying out his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He sees it.
He sees it, and he's lying every. I mean, it's like a spell, man. Because I'm saying to myself, what do 1621, the Wampanoag, got anything to do with the 16? When he said 1619, right? And I wanted to say, I was like, what do 1619? With y'all so-called transatlantic slave trade, what do that got to do with the Wampanoag of 1621? Like, you see how they?
I don't remember what context he was putting it in, but in 1619, you had the Pilgrims. They got their charter in 1619, the same time Jamestown did. So both of them got it, but they went. You had upper colonies and lower colonies. So you had Puritan Protestants in the upper colonies. And we know James and them down low, they had dealings with the Catholic Church. So I don't know where he's going with. I don't want to help him out. So I ain't saying
no. Don't help him out. No, I'm thinking he was trying to say it because he's talking about that Ghana, that bull crap of that 1619 where they were saying they were Africans.
Okay,
yeah, that's what he was going with that. And my thing is, what do that got to do with the 1621 Thanksgiving, the Wampanoag? And then you gotta listen what he said. He said that I would have kicked him out too when his family made him go upstairs. His father, he gonna come with this slave shit and put it on top of the table. Said when you doing Thanksgiving, this is what you this is what you representing. You're helping with the slave trade and all this type of stuff. I'm like, what do that got to do with? You get what I'm saying? See how they merged that transatlantic slave trade with the Thanksgiving? You see how they merged that together? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do that got to do with it?
He trying to say that the black people came over here and started because the food, you gotta attach it with the food, and you know why black folks is cooking this food, and he had to put the Africans in there. I want to fade with him on the Africans, bro. I can't think of something. I need a good topic. I need a topic that what topic do y'all want shut down that they use? Because we got another topic on there. We probably can have 3. I don't know. I just really wanted that Pan-African Black European one, but I can't be selfish. I got to get y'all some blood too. So what y'all want killed over there?
Man, that Virginia. See, what Rob Bourne don't like when you go into the Virginia company and he don't like none of that crap. I'm like, man,
because they don't listen. I'm gonna tell you something. They don't know. Listen, right? I'm their worst nightmare, right? I didn't know them niggas like that, man. I went over there, man. Them niggas came through here, and I ain't gonna say their name, but they jumped on the Aboriginal, and I went over there. I got the tape. I did the Salem witch trials. If we go back on that Salem witch trials build I did, I came over there and I was saying I just chased this Pan-African. I didn't even know who the hell True Story was. But he got up out of there when I came. I said, hey, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. I asked for a fade. He said, we had a good show. We finna get out of here. I said, yeah, I just made a Pan-African wrap it up. But I was over there looking. They told me that's where the niggas hang it. And that's how I met them. But when I started seeing what they was using, I went after all of their points. And you know why they so messed up about this conversation? Is because this is the history they teach. So they try to teach Pan-Africanism from a U.S. quote unquote Black history standpoint. But what happened was I came in and took it away. Now they got African and all of this here with this African church, the African Masons, whether it's the Free African Society. These are things that they were using on the community that a lot of people couldn't get around because it had African in the title. And I took it straight to them. This is the shit that I teach. And it offsets them. That Black European, it offsets the conversation that they're trying to have. But every time I ask them, who is his mom and daddy, they don't know. And then I got the information for him. I know who his mom and dad, because that's shit I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But
it came to the mind when you said that. You know, when you hit them on, the people that they said they call themselves Africans, if you got some genealogy on their ass, that will shut them down.
Oh yeah, man. We work clean.
You get what I'm saying? That's how you get them. I'm just saying.
Like, that's the only way, because genealogy is the key, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Of the people that call themselves Africans.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's who you use their genealogy, and you might convert him because he's a good dude to can convert. He would be a good aspect of convert. You know what I'm saying?
Still Black European. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm listen. When we get there, I'm really interested to see if he gonna be honest. Now I think I'm gonna be over his head. Now look, hold on. I'm gonna go to this. Let me go over here to the comment section over here, man, on side of the channel, bro. You got this dude down here hating on me. He supposed to be an Indian. Now I done been around the dude. If y'all know some nigga named Six Fingers, can y'all tag him and tell him come holler at me? He said Topcatz weak as hell, turn down $1,000. Now first off, you sound like a broke nigga. All right, if you thinking $1,000 is finna fall out the sky, and you know the Lord finna bless you with $1,000, some nigga on YouTube you gonna take serious, right? They wouldn't even do it for free. Why would you? Do it for free? That's
a game.
It's cap. You know,
it's cap.
It's feeling bad. He's so insecure about it every time. All you gotta, bro, get out of here. My computer, bro. How many? I'd be scared to tell somebody this. I had this and that, bro. You called in, though. And it just he shamed. So he say he jump on the dude post, and here come the Pan-Africans. This Aboriginal bottom kid is delusional. He knows Jabari is on his way to Ghana.
Wow.
How the hell I supposed to know Jabari is on his way to Ghana? How I supposed to do that? And we gonna fight before he go to Ghana.
And he gonna go to chief. And he said he's supposed to come back as a chief. They're gonna make him a chief. And I'm thinking like, chief.
About to be the chief over there.
Chief for what? What are you gonna do? Because you're gonna be bringing niggas over there to get the what are you doing? You know.
Yeah, that's the plan right there. They're back to Africa. That's what Pan-Africans do. But then he said he knows Jabari don't watch all those remixed claims he made, and he trying to run some sneak shit. I'm trying to run some sneaky shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you doing too much.
Yeah, man, Raw Born, man. That nigga cat, man. That dude is going.
It sounds like you think I'm gonna win. You feel like I can go in there and sit Jabari down, don't you? You know how hard I hit.
Yeah, but but Jabari is on the like you said, he's on the intellectual, the way he talk. Man, I sit there. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I be wanting to cut dudes' tongues out, boy, because you see what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You people can't see it, you know, or because they're not privy to the information. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I man, like I said, man, I'm a student, man. I that's why I always give you props, bro, because you broke that down for people can see so they can go back and study of how do they come at you, because if you don't understand, you'll get soaked up. You'll think this shit sounds so good, and you'll be ready to join them and go back to Egypt and all these other places, man. Seriously, that's how good he is, man. For real.
Yeah, nah, he good. And I always say this here, bro. It's not the person all the time with the best information in the debate. It's not. When you out there in the ring, bro, it ain't all about the information, bro. And I'm kind of fucked up at AP last night, bro, because he let Sanchez get away with a lot of shit last night. Like, you got a killer in there, bro. He was too nice to Sanchez, bro. You gotta go in there. We shake hands, do all that shit after the fight, but you gotta go in there, bitch, and be square business about what you standing on. And Sanchez was just a veteran, bro, and he just used veteran moves on him. Like,
trying to say we agree with this.
Holiday ass too, because Holiday, you my lawyer, bro. If you on the motherfucker, they can handle me.
See, you know what he said? I'm gonna tell you what he got. What he got? AP. What he got AP is when I'm gonna tell you when he got AP. When he kept on saying, you know, we agree on this. You know, when he came on that friendly type.
Yeah, see, don't fall for that, bro. Them veterans.
Yeah, he did a Michael Jordan on him, because that's what Magic Johnson said that Jordan used to do. He'll score 40 on you. He'd be all cool with you, and then he done drop 40 on you.
Okay, he talking to you. Damn, I like them shoes, man. Oh, that's your wife over there, man. Nice family. Yeah. He up the whole time. He scored.
Yeah, that's why he reminded me when he did that. And I was like, dang, he got him on that one, man. Because we agree on this, right? We agree we have original. You know, he got him on that.
Set up, bro. Like, it's like a combination. Like, for anybody else could agree. I would have rather the moderators than somebody to agree. I would have probably called him a bitch or something and said, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Say, bitch, don't talk to my bad, man. I'm listening. Go do your video. You know what I'm saying? But don't be right, because they gonna score that. Somebody out there is scoring that. Once you agree, they just go, boom, they give him the point.
Right.
Going, bro. He let him come out with the momentum, bro. And when Sanchez jumped out in the opening round, he let him get the momentum. Then he gave away his time. Bro, don't never give away your time, bro.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Don't never give away your time. Talk to the people. You know what I'm saying? The people.
Right.
Talk to these people, bro. That's in the closing arguments in the jury, nigga. Your life on the line. They finna give you 1,000. They finna give you 1,000 years, nigga. You gonna tell them, you know what? I let my tail. Nah, I'm gonna talk to the people. Let them people hear what you come here to tell them. You know what I mean? And nah, man, I ain't getting away no time. But because especially now remember when me and Rob Boyne got out there. If y'all remember Rob Boyne in the opening round, what Rob Boyne do? He gave away his time.
Yeah.
He gave away his time. And I took advantage of it. I drove his ass.
Yeah. Sarnetta knew what was up. Sarnetta said he wasn't ready. Sarnetta knew what was up. He was like, nah, Ray Bourne, you're not ready. Pick another day, get something better.
Get him some minutes. Nah, bro, nah. Because them people out there, they count everything, man. But Jabari, hey, what's up with it, Ishmael? Hey, Ish, if you got some time, pull up on me real quick. Give me some pointers, goddamn, for the debate. What's up, T. Davis? I see you, family. Jeff Smith in the building. Jeff say six fingers sound like an evil villain. Yeah. Check him out. Jeff say, what you think about Tyreek new movie he doing? Man, you know what, to be honest about it, bro, I can't even be too disappointed, because the reality of the fact, bro, is the story not out there. You know what I mean? Our story not out there, and we keep letting other people come to tell it, and these Pan-Africans, they taking out with it. He had shot to Dr. Kaba, but Dr. Kaba on there, and he popped red pill, blue pill them on there. But Dr. Kaba, I was on Tyreek IG, and Kaba They kind of gave like a sneak peek. You know, they was in Seneca Village as well. I got a build on Seneca Village. Kaba say Seneca Village, the people from Seneca Village came from Senegal. And that's why they named it Senegal. Never mind. What about the Seneca tribe? Or if you go in damn, what's the name of that book? They talk about Seneca Village actually coming from Black Europeans, right? These was Black Europeans who came here and built Seneca Village. Now, and that's from the Negro Questions by Lee Cummings. You feel me? They go into that. But you know, I did a build. I got a build on the Seneca Village. That bitch about 4 hours long, and we got Dr. Cobb in there teaching on it. You know what I mean? But I just feel like it's gonna, you know, the information gonna be the same as what the narrative is out here. They tying it into a quote unquote maroon, what they call this, an African story about Africans coming here and running away and rebelling, and it's gonna be some more bullshit. They ain't telling our story.
Like Europeans.
But I can't.
Like European crap.
The story is not out there. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga come out here and do a build on it, but you know, ain't too many people finna hear it, and so it don't mean nothing. You know, we can't say that. So, y'all go tell Jeff, let's go knock on that nigga door and tell him to you know, let us on there. Put us on there, or let's do our own thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, let's do our own thing then. But Sylvia say bang the like button. Yeah, y'all get the likes up in a real way. But
I got one more question, Topcatz, before I let you do your thing. How do you feel about when Brother Sanchez be talking about that North Pole crap? I don't understand like why he is like that. Everybody comes from the North Pole. Like that's like contradiction. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he contradicted, but that's his belief. But he do say that's.
They come up last night.
That's what they were supposed to. I didn't hear it come up. That's what I'm saying, because that's what they were supposed to get him on.
About the topics, I ain't know really what I couldn't follow as what the topics was. It was okay. So I'm gonna show you something else too, man. That he did, and he kind of messed it up, but he felt like, I'm gonna tell you, he felt like AP didn't deserve to be in there with him. After a while, it was like this. He was laughing, dropping bombs, and all time he was dropping little laughing claps, applauses, and shit. And he was DJing. But so all right, so we'll go back to what topic was that? The first Americans, the first American topic. And he was talking about the Kodak Black and all of that. And he was like, you put up Kodak Black and boom, 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 boom. And so he gave AP another try. And when he gave him another try and gave him time to go pull up whatever he was gonna pull up, I said, damn. Yeah, he felt like he don't, you know, if you was trying to win, if you was worried about a nigga actually winning or coming back, even if you take a round, you know, we still got rounds left. He felt like he don't deserve to be in there with me. He gave him another chance, and now in a real debate, it kind of fucked the debate up though, because that you know, the clock's supposed to be on and it's supposed to be an order, and right. Once he did that's what messed the whole, because then the rest of the debate was more like that. It was more like, because why AP was looking for whatever his other part to that, Sanchez went on and did his, and then he let AP go again. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But it made it sloppy, and it started making it sloppy, and then it started making it feel like it wasn't a debate, and it started making it look like, well, ain't nobody talking but Sanchez, really.
Yeah, so he smoothed it out on him. Dang.
But that's why I say he let him get the momentum from the first round, opening round. He didn't do it. Then they got a closing, and then they kind of like did a little back and forth rapid fire, and then they went into that topic, and then he was like, "I heard enough." It was like I heard enough, and he just, I don't know, bro. It made it feel like too much Sanchez. It made it feel like he had the ball. Like if we was playing football, they count up who had the ball. What offense had the ball the most?
Yeah, the most. Yeah,
he just let him get the momentum like that.
Yeah, he was on the field too long.
There you go. Yeah, bro. And so however it looked, he controlling the clock. It just, yeah. Nick, what up, though?
What up, pal? What's happening, man? I know it's hard to hear me because I'm on this road driving this truck. But far as the debate go, man, I think AP got whooped his ass.
You say you feel like
I don't know if that's
won?
what y'all talking about, huh?
You say you feel like AP won?
Yeah, AP told his ass up. You can't bring no, if you ain't bringing no source and all you doing, if you ain't bringing no source and all you doing is just trying to critique somebody else shit, but you're not critiquing it with sources. You know what I'm saying? To me, and you just talking about pictures and shit. That ain't, to me, that ain't.
All right, let's go back to the first round. Do y'all count opening statements? Do that matter? Do y'all even count it?
I really don't even understand that debate really pretty much anyway.
What part stuck out from you? What part of the debate stuck out for you the most?
His whole, to me, the only thing that stuck out to me is that he never for pictures, and he's going off his own belief or understanding. You know what I'm saying? He's not matching his belief and understanding with sources. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have your belief and your understanding, but match it with some sources. Besides talking about pictures and being long-winded and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then cutting people off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so, I won't go with the cutting people out part because it was a time clock up there. So that part right there, nobody will give you that. If it's the time clock, as long as nobody cuts you out doing your time, and you present the information.
Yeah, nobody didn't cut him out during his time. Nobody didn't cut him. I'm talking about the last part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when they're supposed to be talking back and forward.
Because you gotta understand, yo, it's like, remember when your little cousin them or your kinfolk them or somebody, your homeboy them come to your house and play the game. You don't want to get out the controller. You gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do whatever to make sure you stay on the controller. You know what I'm saying? I feel. You can't let a nigga get that momentum. He already at home. You gotta make it.
Yeah, I feel you, but that showed me right there. If you cut people off, that showed me right there. You know you got your ass put. To me, I wouldn't have to cut you off.
I say this here. I feel you. I say this.
It's like, hold on. You gave me a good analogy. It's like when a nigga get his ass whooped. When you know who got their ass whooped because they don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? They just keep on just motherfucker. Like, man, go ahead. You got your ass whooped already, but the motherfucker just couldn't take that ass whooping, so he got to keep trying. You know what I'm saying?
What you say about that? How?
He got a point there. That he came from that angle because I'm gonna tell you what Brother Sanchez. He got a point because this is what Brother Sanchez said when he went into the craniology and stuff like that. He came with the sources. He said if you could have dropped the link and we could have read. There ain't no debate. You know what I'm saying? Like he tried to come with the white man source. You know what I'm saying? And what AP had the source, but he told him, if you read the source, he tried to make that what he was dealing with, he made it look like it ain't nothing. Like, okay, we're debating. If you're gonna come with a source that we link, all you could have did is drop the link in the chat, and we could have just read what you're talking about. You get what I'm saying? So I understand what homeboy was saying, and said he tried to like deflect off his make his sources like it wasn't nothing. because he basically saying it's a white boy. Like you said, he's an unorthodox fighter.
Is that debate tactics though?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that
he
is.
said the white
I think
boy,
that's debate
but who the
tactics.
only motherfuckers out digging in the ground? Who the only motherfuckers out digging in the ground? Because there ain't no niggas out digging in the ground.
But see, then that's another
So
point.
what other information you have to go off to? What other information you have to go
watch
off
this
of?
here though, Nick. But see, that's a point too that somebody else would make and say, well, we ain't dug in the ground, or we gonna really believe the colonizer.
That's what he tried to use anyway.
Right, it's a debate though. Like you got to be able to, you
dealing with
articulate your way out of this.
It's not shit that white people gonna do. What I'm saying is the shit that AP putting out is not white people. This shit here you gotta go look for. You gotta read for it.
You breaking up. You gotta sit.
Yeah, I'm in a bad area, man.
Where you at?
I'm in New Mexico, cuz.
Oh, okay, New Mexico. You coming back this way, or you going west?
Yeah.
You going west, or you coming back this way?
Now I'm heading to Cali.
Oh, okay.
I'm going west.
How many miles you got?
But that's my perspective. That's just my perspective. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hop.
No. You got Man, that nigga shit breaking up bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, let's get that algorithm right. Jump on them 40 likes. I don't even know what the like said, but now that's good shit though, Nick. Man, you seen it how you seen it, man. I just feel like yeah, like everybody's saying, see, he controlled the momentum, but that was because like you have a corner there, you got a referee, you got a corner man, you have a team. It's bro, I'll say this here, bro. They've been getting ready for that debate, they've been knowing that it was gonna happen for a while. They could have went in there and really jumped him. That's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought they was gonna jump him. I thought they was gonna jump Sanchez and Sanchez was ready. How we know Sanchez was ready? Or he felt like he was gonna get jumped. Did you peep that? How some of the tactics he already knew he was gonna try to.
I didn't peep that he thought he was gonna get jumped.
The reason why I say that is because he kept telling them, "I'm not debating you tonight. I'm not debating you tonight." And so that's why I said that. Just he wanted to get to understand. He didn't want to be in a situation where he was getting jumped because AP asked the question and then Holiday actually had his own questions. It sounded like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he wanted to try to stay focused. So, but I thought they was gonna, I don't know. It could have been hard. I know Betty said she didn't feel comfortable enough to talk. I don't know if it was set up like that, man. Was there like a tactic he did to make them?
I think so, man. Brother Sanchez is a smart dude, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
man. She ain't gonna talk. How did they say he ain't want to say nothing? He didn't know when to say something. They didn't know.
Yeah, he did. Come on, man. He know when to be friends with him, and then he knew how to stop when he wanted to get his point across. He was using that friendship to really bring him down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we together on that. We have originally. We ain't got no problem with. We agree on that. So basically, he was using agreeable tactics on them as well. That's what I got from the information. I'm like, damn, okay, y'all agreeing on a lot of things, but what are y'all debating about? But I ain't gonna lie to you. I know what I learned about debating. You shouldn't debate no theories, no nothing. Anything that you know you can't prove, even the bones, who was the first in America and the first over there in Asia, man, why, to me, that's just a waste of time, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm now starting to learn stuff can be a waste of time. Like, what do it have to do with your family, and how are you connected to it? If you can't, then what the heck are you? To me, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hold up. Hey, he said that was a horrible debate about it's pull up, man, if you got time, bro. he said this shit was horrible.
But
it got to a point where it didn't seem like a real debate, bro. And it happened when he stopped it. Okay, when they first started off and they was like setting the rules of engagement, I said, oh, okay, we probably be on some nigga shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? We might be on some nigga shit tonight. But then you know, they set the clock, got out of it, and I said, oh, okay. And it started looking smooth. But after he asked AP, he said, that's it? That's all you got? Man, tell me that ain't all you got. Bro, that's debate tactics. Don't follow that shit.
That's it, yup.
And
That's all.
he said, nah, that ain't it. And then he said, well, we're gonna wait on you. And that fucked the whole debate up. Cause
that's Ali. He did a Muhammad Ali on him with that one.
Sometimes niggas be lying, bro. That shit, nigga, pump fake on you know what I'm saying?
He did Ali. He did Ali for George Foreman.
Oh, that shit ain't
he
gonna
did
work.
George Foreman on him. He said, hey, that's how hard you hit? He told George that. That's all you got, George? You don't hit hard? Knowing he know he's feeling
like a motherfucker. Yeah. And yeah, bro. After that, that's what, you know, it wasn't. They turned the clocks on. Really, you can say, because then Sanchez would turn the clock on when he was ready to. He was like, all right, we're gonna turn the clock on now. We're gonna give you, and then he gave him another, was it 3 minutes after that? And so yeah, that took it, and then they ended up having the back and forth after that. Before we went to the next topic, so it started getting sloppy after that. But
that's how he win. That's how he good. He win like that. Sloppy. He's good at that. I don't know, like you said, unorthodox. But I look at AP.
It's hard to train for it.
Yeah, it's hard to train for it because he's gonna go on top of tactics. To me, that's almost like a Bernard Hopkins type style of fighting. Bernard Hopkins, you know how he take your best things away from you, and then you just gotta watch out. The referee ain't watching.
You can't get a rhythm, bro. He couldn't get a rhythm.
Yeah. You know what you could use AP for? I'm looking at it now. You gotta look at different levels of what's going on people's scholarship. I would use AP against in the Armor Raw squad when they get in that bone shit. That's when I would use them for.
Nah. But no, see, Sanchez is on that type of time too, though. He deal with science, so I guess it ain't the same field. But that's what.
Right.
But that's where the comparisons to the Pan-Africanism come from, though, because that's where that would make a good matchup. That's Styles made fight. I think that'll be a good match right there. What's up?
Yeah, you put them on there.
Peace, everybody. What's going on, y'all?
Turn it one time.
Goddamn horrible debate. Well, when me and Unc, when we formed the Armor Raw squad, a major part of that was the art of debate. And to Sanchez credit, he used the ground and pound on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Brought him in close. Get chummy, buddy, get him up close, grip him up, get him down on that ground, and then start pounding their ass.
Put your knees on his arms.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just straight get him. So that's what he did. He, brought him in close, chummy, buddy, and then started just dismantling him. So you're right, you got to keep your hands up. You got to protect yourself at all times. You ain't coming in there to be chummy, buddy. You my enemy, We can talk about all that stuff after the debate. Ain't gonna be no hard feelings. But right now we in this arena. I ain't agreeing with shit you got to say, dog. And that's just, it ain't personal, but you my opponent, and I'm gonna dismantle you and eat your food. So it was too much of that as far as falling for the tricks. And when you in the ring with a KG vet, they know the tricks of the trade. So you allowing him to set the cadence, you allowing him to preach, you allowing him to set the tone, and you allowing him to get close to you. So you letting him do all that shit. You know, so it's just it wasn't good, man. It wasn't constructed good.
Damn, that was spot on, bro. That's how my scorecard looked at. You know what I'm saying? That's how my scorecard looked at, bro.
You gotta when you go into debate, you gotta have a tight team, you know, and even if for you to be stepping in Sarnetta's arena, that's a good thing to do. But Sarnetta cheats. You know what I'm saying? So you got to already know that you're walking in and it's a stacked deck, but there's ways that you navigate through there. That's how Sharif was able to beat Reggie ass so bad, because we as his team wanted to make sure we had all the trap doors that they was gonna put up there. We knew all the escape routes, and I'm gonna make sure that you stay aware of the escape routes too, because again, Jabari is one of those KG vets. Right. He knows the tricks of the trade, and not only is he articulate and wise, he can be gritty and dirty when he needs to be. He's not a smooth operator on that level. Yeah, and he will falsify information in order to prove a point and smooth this shit over. You feel me? So, to be honest with you, you're the A side when you're walking into that arena. Why? Because you had an opponent on that platform that shit the bed and didn't show up. You was at the flagpole at 2:00 after school and the nigga didn't show up. So you are actually the A side and you're supposed to be setting the ground rules, not allowing nobody else to sit here and say, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. It's going to be whatever Topcat want to do. Why? Because I took your champion that you presented in front of me and the nigga didn't show up. So understand.
I know that too.
He do know that.
So excited for
this. He do know that. And then that's a community that has to have a host. In other words, that is a community of parasites. They survive because they have to find a host to feed off of, the energy. And the Aboriginal community or the indigenous community is the host. That is a dying community over there. And they're looking for someone to feed off of. So, I'm gonna keep you aware of the different tricks of the trade of what's coming up, bro. But yeah, that debate last night, that shit is too long-winded, man. It's just corny.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I called you up. Yeah, I'm definitely do want to chop it up with you on that. I know they're gonna try some. So I never understand they gonna they talk about it, but this is if Jabari go get set down on his back pockets on this, is what they gonna do? Because I'm swinging for the fences. I'm not letting him out of there. I didn't know he was. But it was, he kind of wanted to. I feel like he ain't over his head. I'm gonna be honest. He don't know where I'm coming from. You know what he told me? He say most people. He said, you know what I learned? Most people from the Aboriginal community don't have their own research. They don't make their own points. So I feel like he said, so it's very easy for me to dismantle them. And he used them same words. And that's the same thing that you said.
He bluffing. You feel that nigga bluffing. He bluffing, yo.
I don't think he got it. I don't think he know nothing about what I'm talking about.
I know multiple people in the indigenous communities that can hold their own as far as they research. Some mean sisters and brothers in this community. Some beasts. They're more inapt to be tight on their scholarship because they know that they're walking in and they're, how the opposition is going to react. They're tight with their shit as a whole. You actually find a regurgitation coming from their community over there. Right. They're the ones who say, Dr. John Hibbert Clark said this, and this. Dr. Ben said this, and this, and right. They just parrot whatever said. On the other side, he's bluffing, yo. They don't know what the fuck to do with this community because it's like if you fighting terrorists, the biggest opponent or the worst opponent are the cells, the ones who move independently of each other, not the ones who are all uniform. So they don't know how to deal with the Aboriginal community as far as our philosophy and how we move forward. They don't know how to deal with that. It's foreign to them.
I don't have
master teachers.
I got a point what he's saying. I want to piggyback what he said. You ever saw Phoenix Moon debated Jabari? Do you ever saw that? Topcatz.
She killed him.
I seen. I can't remember it though, but
She
I gotta
killed
go back
him.
and watch it.
And she used genealogy on his ass.
She
Like,
did.
really?
She stayed on her
Yes,
lineage.
yeah, she stayed on the lineage. He couldn't get her off, and he wanted to see her stuff and whatever. So I'm just trying to say is you could use some of that, but he's gonna try to. He already used to seeing that. So so that's one aspect you got to use.
Watch this here. Like Ish just said though. He well I say this here. See, I'm going in. I want to see. He let me pick the topic. He threw it on me. He let me pick it. I want to pick this other topic too. I can't think of nothing in my head. I don't know. I'm just blank. And that's why I asked y'all, man, what do y'all want killed? What's the narrative over there that they using or that we need to shut down while we get the opportunity? Because I really don't want to get them out. I don't want to do no round twos. I don't want to do no round threes. I want to get while we get them
the transatlantic slave trade. That's day one. That's day one. The transatlantic slave trade that we all was brought over here. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I feel like use a definition between what is a different. Maybe you don't want to do it, but when they say Native Americans, that be pissing me off. I know what they're talking about when they say Native Americans. They talking about them dudes from the West Island.
They just use that to piss you off, brother.
Yeah, Island Pacific. Ask him what is the definition. Sometimes you ask him what is the definition. I'm gonna say like, what do you mean? What is a Native American? Ask him that, man, because they be trying to follow that.
Watch this here. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. They know that they just being disrespectful. They know.
Okay.
It's like gang banging. I'm a disrespect your shit. You're a Native American ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But they know. I think it's out the transatlantic. What you think, huh?
I say, look, when you dealing with spades, we all play spades. That's our shit. You already know when you got that big joker in your pocket that you can lay that motherfucker down whenever you want to. The big joker is your lineage, your personal lineage. That's what ties you to this land. That's your big joker. And you got the little joker because you have your tribal identification. Nigga, you got your big joker and your little joker off top. That's off top. They can't top that. They can't dispute that. That's something that they don't have. That's their biggest blind spot. They don't know. They can't be claiming past a certain date here on this land that's even going to tie them to this territory. After you done thoroughly laid down your groundwork as far as your lineage, everything else flows from there, bro. They cannot fuck with Phoenix Moon because she's tight on what that lineage was. That's the big joker. They can't fuck with it, and they know it. They know they can't touch that.
Yeah, people can say whatever they want about Phoenix, but Phoenix, she stand on what she stand on, and she's standing on genealogy.
And that's the formula that defeats that whole community. Your lineage is what defeats that whole. Trust me, bro. It'll fall like a house of cards. It'll be easy work if you stay in your bag. If you in your bag, and I know you, dog. When you in your bag, can't nobody fuck with you on that. You are the Mayweather that shit. He's bluffing, yo. They're not tied to this land. They're going over there, and that's the formula of what the colonizer wants them to do. So once you pull up them videos of how Africa really feels about you being independent, ask them. Are you when you go over there to Africa and you be the citizens, are you gonna be independent? He'll lie and say yes, and then you pull out that one video where that bitch said, "You ain't never." That shit shuts them down easy because they got no answer for them kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's one of them you use right there. And I'm gonna tell you, also use your ace of spade. He said you already got the big joker, look at joker. The ace of spade is that black European, and you already
there you go.
You got him on that one. Oh man, that's when you open up. You really whooped everybody's ass when you came with that shit.
That's your shit. Yeah, that's a good catch right there. That ace is right there on time.
That's an ace spade, and then you gonna hit him, and then you can hit him with the Royal African Company. Boom. Man, you got the whole ace. Oh man, you got all spades in your deck, bro. That dude only got hearts. Oh man.
And that's when you know that they bluffing, because he gonna start coming out with an ace of clubs on some weak shit because that's all they know.
You go, hey man, you can't run it because you know that West African. If you can go in there and talk about that West African company, because I think you could teach them too. Because maybe some shit they don't know, but you can the Royal African Company, man. You probably can hit them with that. The Royal African Company, that's what because that's the shit that they running. The Royal African
Yeah.
Company, you know, the AC, the
See,
ACS, the Loyalists. You got man, bro. You got
And then don't
from the
forget
Joker
the
to the
whole
Tooth of Spade, man.
the Nigerian information that you got of when it was created out of thin air. But you got that history. So you got the whole lineup. Boom, boom, boom. Big Joker, Little Joker, Ace, King. You got your lineup right there. If you just taking notes
Yeah,
right
you
now
got
or
it.
replay this part. That's the format to dismantle they shit, Joe.
Yup. You got it. Because you know where they're gonna go, which way they're gonna go. But like I said, when you came with them companies, man, bro, man, you was God sent, bro. The ancestors sent you right there, bro. Because you don't understand, man. Because I didn't know how to engage with them. You taught them. You gave the format of how to engage with these dudes, man, and how to break their shit down. Go and study this, and come back and see what's going on when they start talking about these the African slave trade and all stuff. I mean, you start going into the company, Best West Anthony's company, Hudson, bro, Royal African Company. The night you went into Niger, all of that.
And
Oh man, bro.
think about how desperate they are after they put their golden child in front of you that didn't even show up. Now they're bringing out their top hitter to face you because they know that you took the first dude's food. Imagine how desperate a community has to be. You done bypass 99.9% of their quote unquote scholarship. It's crazy, yo. They on their deathbed, Joe.
I think
And
that's
then ask him to prove it. Ask him to prove it. How? And then you know, throw like how, like you always throw on everybody else. Say we Hebrews are like we Moors. What I'm saying from Morocco, blah 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 blah. Then you know that's when you hit them. You know that's when you come back to the genealogy. According to your genealogy, how you connected to that?
all right. So all right. So what would be the topic? What would be the topic right there? How can we formulate all of it into a topic?
Oh damn, you're right. Let's go. Ask him the question about the let's don't beat his ass real bad with the African slave trade. No, let's go into when you go into that the black European situation.
Yeah, see,
Because that's what you know what I'm saying.
that's the topic that's on the table right now.
Right.
The
Stay on that.
Black
And then
and the origins of the origins of Pan-Africanism. But my point to it is that Black Europeans did it. These niggas,
right.
Yeah.
Stay on that and take that into them companies. Go into the companies that came out of that. The Virginia company. And Roy Vaughn made me mad when he said he want to go talk about the Virginia company. This shit is motherfucking real. It's on the record, nigga. What is you talking about?
Yeah, and
I
ain't even gonna need that in the Virginia company. I wouldn't even put that with Pan-Africanism though. That
And make them explain where's their data coming from if England banned the slave trade after 1807.
Right.
If England banned the slave trade after 1807, where in the fuck is this data that you're talking about? Tell them to start proving this information. You know what they're going to admit? They're going to have to admit that it was illegal. And if it was illegal, that means that they falsified the records so that they wouldn't get arrested. So that's a catch. That's a major goddamn tomahawk to their neck. They can't escape that shit.
Damn, man, that was dope, bro. That was dope right there. That was dope.
Yeah, that was big boys. So y'all want to get the slave trade? I want to.
Yeah, they gotta deal with the slave trade because that's their biggest thing right there. You know what I mean? They talk about the slave castles, they go to the Ghanas, they go to the Nigerian castles. Okay, now let's talk about these records that's there. It was banned after 1807, nigga. So if it's banned after 1807, where the fuck is the records at? I'll wait.
Hey, you know what they really cook when we go in on this one right here. And you know what? He tried to get out of it. He tried to get out of it too. He gonna say, well, it's he gonna try to act like the topic wasn't good enough. He was like, well, you know, it's kinda. I was like, nah, I ain't letting you out of this, bro. I can't let you out of this. Hey, what's up with it, family?
Peace to the gods. Hey, bro, that was a perfect. When you start talking about that, you took the words. Or before I can get on the stream, I'm like, bro, if they abolish the shit, then how could the records that they printed and told us that shit can't be fucking true?
It's
but
impossible.
And the next thing is, where is Jabari from, bro? Where is his scholarship? Where is his? See, when we check his lineage, we'll get the little ops that he been following and studying to even
Black
come
European, to bro. There's some Black European shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
He
something.
graduated from Cornell, Alpha Phi Alpha.
He laughed at the and I wanna show y'all his face too. He laughed when he said Black. He said that's a tall claim to make, and I said yes, sir. And he was surprised I was so confident in it. He don't know what I'm finna throw at him. Ain't nothing in the trap. If they can't pull up to the house, we ain't got nothing in the trap. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing over here on YouTube. And so when he ain't got no recordings of my fight, he ain't seen nothing. It's gonna be overhands and everything.
Yes,
but
sir.
I want to challenge the people. See, I want to see how far they're gonna let me step to the. But I want to challenge, like you said, most people in here claiming Pan-Africanism and they ain't got no ties to Africa. When I left, I went back and watched it. He told another guy, I don't like when he told another guy about the Africans that came here, and he trying to say, because I want to see, because when he started it out, he said, I'm not arguing that people here don't have indigenous blood. And so he finessed his way out of there. So I wouldn't say finesse, but that was his position.
Hey,
trying to ground and pound, nigga. You the enemy.
Topcatz. He said less than 5% got Native American blood.
Hey, listen, that's when I was gone. I heard that. So that's why I say we got to get something on that Africa. So
hey, bro, did you say that he's a part of the Alpha Phi Alpha?
How?
Yes, sir.
Jabari.
Yep.
So and now look at this. Look at this connection. He running that same race and talking that same rhetoric that Judge Joe Brown is, and Judge Joe Brown is an Alpha Phi Alpha too. So you can just put these little gatekeeper heads, whatever they try to portray themselves to be. You can see how all of them got that little common little distance, you know what I'm saying, as far as when they try to break the shit down. Because I'm just noticing how Judge Joe Brown speak on it. He come with that same shit, that smooth, slick talking, and Jabari just got that little mystical, little weird voice that just kind of bring people in if you don't know something. It's kind of like low key pseudo hypnotizing to people that wouldn't know shit, because he just sound like a storyteller for real.
Also, too, he debated Ali Muhammad, Jabari. When Ali Muhammad came with the Aboriginal, you know what I'm saying, you could kind of look at that a little bit and see how.
Hey, send it to me. You seen it. I ain't know that.
Yeah, Ali Muhammad brought it up. It's like, Jabari, ain't you Boule, Alpha Phi Alpha, whatever? He said, what did that got to do with the topic? What is that?
Who asking that? Ali Muhammad asking that?
Yeah, because somebody came. Yeah, Ali Muhammad knew what he was. And Ali Muhammad was like, ain't you an Alpha Phi Alpha Boule? And he was like, brother, what that got to do with the topic?
I'll tell you something, though. I wouldn't even go there, though. I wouldn't even go there. I feel like these niggas can't fuck with me, bro.
I understand that.
Exchange or nothing. If a nigga feel like he gonna step to me about something about America, now I'm not getting on the back foot on no shit like that. I'm not finna dance with you. You gonna have to knock me out. If we talking about far as colonization and Africa presence in America, you gonna have to sleep me on this shit, nigga. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Challenge him on, are you trying to walk our people into African second-class citizenship? Ask him that specific question. Because he gonna say, no, I'm not. We are going back home. We're going back. So then you challenge him on, do we deserve independence? Fuck going back as some second-class citizen. And then you already know what to show as soon as he say that he's leading them back to independence. You already know that's the shit that they can't escape.
Yeah, see, that's the
you walk him into that.
Yeah, we had to get him in there. I'm gonna need that clip too. That lady.
All of that's on my website, bro. In fact, you could kill anybody with a debate just by clicking on any topic on my website, Joe. FirstTribeNation.com. Just go there, and that clip is on there, and all of the information, the DNA, the cranial shit, All of that's on there. FirstTribeNation.com.
Y'all heard it. Y'all go tap in FirstNation.com.
FirstNation.com. I'm gonna check that out.
First Tribe Nation. FirstTribeNation.com. And the video clip is on there.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what's funny though. He also dry snitch. Hey, Jabari dry snitch on Anthony Browder. Like what's called it? When Ali Muhammad asked him that question, he got into his emotional feelings. They're like, "What that got to do with the topic? What got to do with the subject? What we talking about here?" Okay, yeah, I'm alpha, but you don't say nothing about Anthony Browder. He alpha and all that. I was like, "Oh, this dude Josh snitching on." I was like, "Wow."
They do that, right? You put some pressure on niggas. And Asa Hilliard was Boulay, major Boulay. Asa Hilliard was major Boulay.
And they love him.
Oh yeah, that's one of their master teachers, Asa Hilliard, and he was major Boulay.
Dr. Ben,
I'm going to pull that
Schreiner
card.
Alpha. I mean,
I'm sorry, I got to pull that card on.
Yeah,
because see, that go along with the plantation owner. See, it takes all the fun out of it. I want to ground and pound me, nigga, too. You know
yeah, bring them close, ground and pound. You got to reverse them grips.
Plantation owners. We got to talk about these conventions you niggas had. We know who's in the building in the convention.
Yep.
We know who got the seats at the Reconstruction. We know why you got them. See, we know why you got them. All your back to Africans. You know what? He brought up Kwame Kunray. He brought up Marcus Garvey for his Pan-Africanism, and this is why I thought he was over his head. You know, I thought he was in over his head because he said, that's
what them yearly meetings be like. Them be like the state of the Reconstruction from these little motherfucking gatekeepers, like, you know what I'm saying, perspective. What's the state, you know what I'm saying, of our situation and what we got going on according to, you know what I'm saying, the creed that we all, you know what I'm saying, deal with. That's what them kind of be. So they can all talk about the shit in a said place. Everybody know what the deal is. So and everybody just get, you know what I'm saying, different. Like they come together just like we are right now.
Hey, he asked me about a meal called Cabral. I didn't know who he was, but I went to go check him out. Why he
please look him up.
Bro, I keep telling you, this some black European shit.
Yeah, it's all it is.
Portuguese ass niggas.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro.
Go
and
see
Arthur Schomburg, all of that. That's all they come from, man. Arthur Schomburg.
Come from one of when we go into the age of discovery. When you talking about the first niggas putting the ships on there, talking about going to go colonize somebody, you got the Emil Cabral family. These niggas don't. Any one of them, he fucked around and put a book up. I screenshotted it. Yeah, bro, you don't know who you playing with. You know what I'm saying? And then what Emil went to school at? In Portugal. I wonder why. Why you go back to school in Portugal? Portuguese ass nigga. But anyway, what's up, Dave? Goddamn, turn up one time.
Hey man, you're gonna have to get clarity on that genetically African shit, because that seems like that's what he's gonna do. You know, you start talking about, you know, black Europeans, Portuguese niggas. He gonna be like, well, all right, family. You know, we've always admitted that some of us joined in. You know, it just seems like that. It seems like when you get to that point, we're not going to be clear on what a you know, what's an African anymore, because it seems as if he's going to be what we all came from. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of another one of his talking points is we all. I mean, like everything that's in existence today is African somehow.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to go deal with it. We can go deal with Darwin, Daddy, them. We can deal with all of them because Darwin, peeping them already had a, you know. That nigga though, man, I'm telling you, because all I'm gonna do is put it on, and you know what? He go there if you want to, because you know what? The same people that put the money up for your Pan-African movement.
But if we go to that African stuff, you're gonna have to stipulate that they all coming from monkeys. And I feel you know, so.
Well, that's a point to it, but see, we go a little deeper, like where the concept coming from. So we go find the people who the concept coming from, who's funding these, Who's funding this research? Will we find out the company? So we know what agenda that is tied to. Bro, we've been through all of that information over here already. That shit we know off the fly. We got names, dates, we know where they was at. And every time I step to one of them niggas, that whole little crew over there, while they over there trying to call, and Jabari gonna get Raboy number. Jabari, I peeped that. You got Raboy number because you feel like he gonna help you. Jabari, let's be honest. If he can help you, this would have never happened. This wouldn't have been about to happen to you. If Raboy had the answers, we wouldn't be here today. I should have asked them what did they remember from his bill? Because I can't even remember nothing from his bill. Do anybody remember that Raboy bill? Anything from it? All I knew is he started in the Caribbean islands.
You talking about when Raboy did his presentation after he didn't show up?
Right. He went to Chanel Highs and did it.
Yeah, he started talking about let's see. He was in the living room. And
I remember, yo. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Sonetta made him take out the trash. I remember. That's exactly what happened.
In the super chat, appreciate that love. Joe 47 in the super chat as well. Appreciate that love, family.
Before Raboy left the house, Sonetta made him take out the trash. I do remember that.
I do remember that too.
Because he look, you know what happened, right? I said Sonetta ain't gonna never fuck with him again. I can tell how he was acting. He's so disappointed in him. And you know, Raboy, he eating all it up. Oh man, let me go play it, bro. Hold on, man. Check him out. Dude is crazy, man. He talking about I was up at 3:00 in the morning. This nigga watching my hours. I was on Clubhouse to 10 p.m. and this nigga, I'm like, bro, how you got all this information on me? What is going on? What is going on?
That's terrible, man. That was terrible. He trolling you. Dang.
He talking about he know Jabari on his way to Ghana. That's what he in the comments on the video saying. Jabari on his way to Ghana. He trying to do a sneak attack. What y'all getting scared? I know y'all ain't nervous because I'm running up on Jabari. Y'all like, they trying to hide. They don't want that. They don't want that to happen, bro. They gonna probably try to pull some screens.
But with Jabari, you can have an intellectual conversation with him though, more than dealing with Raboy and them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I don't even talk to them. Niggas ain't on my level no more.
I want the record to reflect this. When I came to do my bill side letter, I was going to pay you $1,000 to debate me. You refused it.
What?
You refused it. I will pay you right now again $1,000. I will cash out you to take that same topic that I already destroyed. Will you take it? I'm gonna pay you to you just so I can destroy your claims.
Why you ain't out, bro? You know how long? I thought you already described them. You did a whole bill, bro. You did a workout. They brought you a combine. I thought it was already destroyed, bro. That's what one of the things I'm trying to figure out. I thought you took care of it already. Everybody, we just agreed that he had, we know, something else, how he made him take the trash out, little boy, and everything. Go on, take that with you, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you put it in. Get away from here.
Little janitor boy.
You feel me? He right there sweeping. It's like, so you. I thought you already took care. You trying to pay me? You doing a little too much now. You want to pay? You got $1,000 now to destroy my claim, but you did a free lecture on TV by yourself, no defense.
Take it again, or will you refuse again, Topcatz? Don't run to Jabari. You think Jabari's a weak link?
I do. I'm gonna keep it real. I do. I think I would walk through Jabari.
Yeah. How can this nigga talk anything when he didn't show up? You were supposed to show up at the arena at this time, and you did not show up. Why are we even talking about this young man?
That's how I could. If y'all listen, I'm just sitting back, and I'm really like, I don't think people be hearing, bro, but I think he at a point where he don't care. He like a project baby mama who just want to ruin your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like a scorned woman, man, and just gonna wish bad on you.
Huh?
Topcatz, he's actually something, Topcatz.
All right. So it's like this here. This the same situation. It seems like every time I come over here and when I set up a conversation with somebody, the person who had the opportunity, who missed the opportunity, now they want to come back after all this time. You had the opportunity to have this conversation with me. I didn't mess it up. I showed up. You did. You did. Hold on, bro. Don't cut me off.
All right. Yo, we ain't gonna turn this into nothing crazy. I got you.
No. I say this here. I don't want to argue, Sarnetta. Listen, my computer messed up, Sarnetta.
Bro, we tired of hearing that shit. You guys, I would never, bro. Y'all ain't finna catch me out here like this. Like, who is he trying to convince? Cause right now it sounds like that's like he having nightmares about it, bro. What do that sound like?
So his IT team happened to work right after the election was done. He did a whole presentation that same night.
Channel, bro. And he trying to, and I told him, bro, I got it. They send it to me. I don't have the whole thing, but I got 23 minutes of it. And you trying to get away, bro. That's how it. But watch how he come in. He trying. I don't know, man. Who he trying to make it? It got to be Sarnetta. Look how Sarnetta looking. He don't want to hear this shit.
He know he full of shit
already. You know what I'm saying? Sarnetta deleted the whole video, bro. Sarnetta don't like delete videos, man. All that count.
You right now again. $1,000. I will cash app you to take that same topic that I already destroyed. Will you take it? I'm gonna pay you to you just so I can destroy your claims. Will you take it again, or will you refuse again, Topcatz? Don't run to Jabari. You think Jabari's a weak link? Huh?
Topcatz, he's actually something, Topcatz.
You know how the women be talking to you, just put the silent treatment on their head. They just get down. Yeah, they hate you, dude.
All right, so it's like this here. This the same situation. It seems like every time I come over here and when I set up a conversation with somebody, the person who had the opportunity, who missed the opportunity, now they want to come back after all this time. You had the opportunity to have this conversation with me. I didn't mess it up. I showed up. You did. You did. Hold on, bro. Don't cut me off.
All right, yo.
Yeah, I went over there the other day. Michael Elwitz talking a lot of nonsense. I tripped him up and everything. He ain't had nothing for himself, but I want to take that over there to them and see who can prove it. Who in the chat? Sarnetta, let me bring somebody up. Let's find out how much of your chat is really Africans. Who really Africans around here? Who lying? I do want to line them up on that. Let's see who can prove that they're African around here.
That's why you have to have them explain that slave trade after it was banned. As soon as you ask them to prove it with them records, it get crickets in that bitch.
We might do so. Y'all, you think the whole slave trade? We might as well just and then add that in there, or just make them stand on.
I mean, I said that the topic should just be, the indigenous versus the Pan-African, the ultimate showdown. It's just all or nothing. He keeps it a broad topic, and you just start asking specific questions about them proving their position. You trying to tell our people to go over there to Africa? Are they going to be independent? You trying to tell us that you are African? Where are your records at? You start just banging on whatever the talking points are that you establish. After you establish it, because you the A side, you make sure that they prove their position. And as you said accurately, a good aggressive offense is a good defense. And you know how to sling them goddamn tomahawks, nigga. So start airing them out. And I got you back 1,000%. You got a whole team of us that's gonna be making sure that you armed, locked, and loaded, dog.
Yeah, right on. Hey, yeah. We gonna need all guns because they gonna have. Listen, it ain't just Rabon, but nah, they talking about it because he went. I'm gonna tell you before this interview go off, he went. Right now he ain't too sure, but by the time it went out though, he was like, okay, because Sarnetta say, no, be ready for that nigga. He laughing and shit, but be ready for that nigga.
We ain't gonna turn this into nothing crazy. I got Jabari in here talking.
No. I say this here. Let me say this here, Sam. I don't
want to argue. You know the woman every time. I don't want to argue. Get your ass, man. You just started it. You started it.
You saw me come to your house with a brand new computer.
Yes, you did.
It's another baby in the nigga.
You saw it in your
Yeah, I see he over there babying. Yeah,
you did.
Babying it. Let it come on. That's y'all goon. That's supposed to be y'all gorilla.
His brother said that he didn't have time the next day. He was on live.
That's not true, bro. That's not true.
See, that's how you don't let no nigga just handle the nah, bro. Jabbing. Let no nigga get that type of shit out, bro. Hell nah, fuck that.
Yo, Sir, you know my gigabytes was acting up that day.
And he loving it too. Look outside there, look at though, bro. Hey, Jabari, I ain't used to see you like this, Rob boy. Jabari, I used to see you like this.
Cutting me off, brother. Let's be respectful here. You was on Clubhouse at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Don't this nigga sound like my baby mama or something, bro? You ain't come home to my phone in the morning. Your phone was off. Man, look at it. You chill out, woman. Where is you getting all this information from?
Yeah, it was a rough night. You right, Rob boy.
Look outside looking at that thing. Jabari turned around in the chair, bro.
Who missed the opportunity. You know, that's not true, bro. That's not true. Could you stop cutting me off, brother? Let's be respectful here. You was on Clubhouse at 3 o'clock in the morning. You got up at 10 a.m. Then you was on your YouTube channel, and you're on everywhere. So
Damn, that nigga knew your whole itinerary, nigga.
What's going on here, bro? Don't nobody think that's weird? I don't know what the hell you was doing, where you was at, who you been, bro. I ain't thought about it.
Is that your secretary? He knew all your moves, dog.
That nigga got all that motherfucking intel. And you know what? What's so fucked up about it? You did all the Inspector Gadget shit you wanted, but you still ain't been able to do nothing about the information.
And then you jumped in your Range Rover and you went over to the corner store. And then you
ran the light. You didn't have a seatbelt on. We sit there. We finna file a complaint. Your trash can outside the house. I'm gonna call the home association on your ass. Crazy, bro.
Damn.
On me, bro.
When I did my presentation showing improvement, the origin of Pan-Africanism from the black man here in America. When I did
there you go. There go that Portuguese right there. Portuguese.
Yes, sir.
I didn't. When he put that up there, I went back and watched it though, because when we in there, I don't look at the chat. I had no idea that Satnell's face was in the screen. He was there. I don't look at the chat, bro. I don't need to know none of this. I'm square business right now. I'm waiting on you to make a mistake, and I'm gonna pounce on your ass.
You came on. I said, brother, we don't gotta argue. I'm gonna cash out you $1,000 to debate me.
Who are you trying to convince, bro?
So now you run into Jabari with the same conversation, and I'm offering it to you again.
And man, I'm just sitting back. I really, I say, bro, since you want to act like that, I got something for you.
You sound like you jealous, bro. You sound like you jealous. Why would I have a conversation? $1,000. Listen to me, right, boy. No, sir, brother. I'm gonna have a conversation with Jabari. Respectfully, bro. I came here to have a conversation with you, bro. You did listen. You can say your computer broke, but after you left Sanchez, you went and did your presentation on your channel. Yes, you did. I got it recorded, bro. You went back to your channel and did that presentation, bro. No, I didn't.
Yo, time out. We got to get back to Jabari, y'all. I
want to have that Jabari for a second.
You want to try to make it about you. Now, here you go right here. This the alley hoop right here.
I want to get back to brother Jabari. Jabari. He's one of these brothers. He tries to say, if you go on his channel,
okay, nah, this not it.
Trade is a hoax. I need you to go to this dude's channel before he starts, because he likes to delete shit. Don't worry, I got the screenshots. I got the screen. He said the slave trade is a hoax. He says it's not, but it's supposed to be.
He said, what's the name of his channel, Rapon? Jabari, I can't really hear you. Your mic is messed up.
Can you hear me, son?
Now I hear you. Yes, now I hear you.
Legendary Topcatz Universe.
Okay.
Appreciate the drop.
You need it, I'll give you the start because you know he's scared to talk to the God. I wish somebody would offer me $1,000. Yo, Jabari.
Man, how this sound to y'all, bro? This ain't no man shit going on right there, bro. That's not no man shit right there. And I'm just sitting back listening. I'm just like, bro, are you serious? This is real female tendencies, bro.
That's them traps that they try to pull people into. It's literally like 3 entities against 1 person when you walk into that arena. And that's the kind of stuff. But see, you see what's going on with it and you're aware of that. But that's what for the public, that's what we talk about. It becomes this trilogy of hyenas that try to trap and surround a certain person. And you got to know the escape routes. And there's always escape routes that you can use. But that's the kind of shit you got to go against.
Yeah, because it can get overwhelming.
Right.
They sit
right.
You. This shit psychological warfare. They'll take your next out or your best out. You know what I'm saying? If you let them.
Right.
That's why you can't let them get too much of their energy.
Right. And that'd be like being in the alley and you got 3 people there. You already know not to turn your back on somebody. So you're always positioning yourself so that you're keeping them all so you can kind of ping them and still step back. You know what I mean? You got to know how to maneuver in that room full of vultures. You know, and there's a right way to do it.
And what this the point right here is getting Jabari. Jabari is because he had a lot of he was acting like he had a badass hand over there. But now look at his face now. He went from laughing at me and for I said, yes, sir, Black European, yes, sir. Oh, I would love to have come on. So now look at him.
Yeah, and for Jabari, he actually realized his foot's in a bear trap right now. Now you know you don't close the door behind you. Now you can't leave. And now he done looked up and he got snipers on the roofs and he got infrareds on his fucking chest that he ain't never expect. He about to get aired the fuck out. I promise that.
He don't even know. He trying to figure that. He like, who is this nigga? Wait. He never seen Rob Bowen like he had a certain respect for Rob Bowen. You know what I'm saying? And now he confused. Look at his face. That's it. That's telling it all.
They hear the desperation in Rob Bowen's voice. Like the Rob Bowen sound like, yo, please, like get me, like let me get another shot. Like I'm sorry. No, you took the trash out, nigga. You
feel me?
Thanksgiving, Christmas time is coming. I wish somebody would say, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to debate me. See how fast I'll take that. You came up here and do it for free, damn it. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to
drop back down to the family. Back to the chat, guys.
All right.
What are you doing here? Why would I want to have a conversation with you, bro, when I can have a conversation with Jabari, bro?
I will say
this. This is the same little jealous tactics that y'all always do, bro. Why are you even here? Jabari, you can yell and scream what you want. Yo, Jabari, when you going to Ghana?
This the part right here.
When am I going to Ghana? You said?
Yeah,
I'm going December 7th. December 7th.
Yeah, I got one more question. As far as the 6th division of the Pan-African...
Hey, Shane. Hey, watch this here, Shane. See, I thought about it, but he gonna switch back over. Watch.
You know, here's the deal.
He asking him about the Pan-African movement that's going on over there in Ghana.
As far as I have no actual contact with any of the leaders of the movement in Ghana. I'm on the ground talking with people who are doing some things. I have no contact with the leaders. The people on the ground tell me that it is working. That's what I can say. There's a lot more to learn. I can't tell you that I've actually met with them though, Rob Bourne, and I would love to be able to speak with them. I'm going to say to you, however, that Ghana is really working to open its doors to people of the African diaspora. We have to still also hold them accountable for the promises they've made. But I truly believe that Black folk are going to actually return to Ghana, either part-time or permanently,
Y'all heard him? That's it.
That's it. That's the setup right there. That's you can walk you right into that door.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. I've been laying there, just thinking about it, bro. That right there caught my attention, and I'm telling you, it's like, man, all of this shit ain't been happening for nothing.
Right. Right.
Man, we have so much
information
on them, and this trick that they playing, and Jabari is he in he ain't Monday ain't gonna be enough time. If he tap out of this, what y'all say? Do y'all think he gonna show up?
Yeah, he'll show up.
He should.
I mean, they can't use the computer gigabyte trick no more. They can't do that shit. The trash man did that.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So right now he finna go try to study for the origins of Pan-Africanism. It's two places that's a setup on the board, that's a marker on the board that I can easily go get him on. I don't want to do the whole look, the whole little layout. You know what I mean? Just everything about them was I ain't gonna go too far in it, but that part of it right here,
you know what I like about your approach, nephew, is that you have the ability to just genuinely, you come from a sincere space, but when you walk people, you come from asking the questions of and just taking them down that alleyway of allowing them to kind of walk themselves to the guillotine. And I like the way that you do that because there's a skill in doing that, So for him, listening to that clip, you're right. You can ask them, that, and I know how you are because I've dealt with you enough times. We be like, that's beautiful. You want to, really go back to Africa, and you know what I mean. And you know how to set them up on that. Are you going to be independent? Or I mean, you're not going over there to be no slave or anything, right? You know how to walk them into that shit. And it's you're right. You got the right clip on that shit.
And then execute him. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, right, exactly. That before you know it, that blade is on his fucking neck. You see that picture? You see that video of that crab that was eating the corn while it was boiling in the pot?
Right.
That's what these niggas doing. Like, you already in the pot, but you enjoying that corn. You don't know that you the fucking meal. You the main course. You the main course, right? You about to get eaten, dog.
Yeah, they did in the headlight, but yeah, Jabari like to take clips and come back and take them to that's part of his little show. He got some showmanship. He'll throw that little clip up there, and he quick to he'll counter puncher too. But yes. I know that he far as this, a lot of them Pan-Africans, they don't know the how Africa was colonized. I haven't had that conversation with none of them yet. Every time I ask them something about it, they don't know. They ain't get that part. They ain't talking about that.
And for the public, that's what I want the public to understand what the setup is. There's a reason why Rob Bourne is pushing so hard of trying to be the backup plan, because they already are expecting an L, and then for their public to sit there and say, now accept Rob Bourne, ignoring the fact that you already did Rob Bourne and he didn't fucking show up. But he wants to inject himself into this conversation because that's their backup plan. You feel me? So you handled it right by just treating him as the little nigga.
There you go.
You had your chance.
Hey, now I don't even want him to feel comfortable coming around.
Right. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
And he put himself in it right here under this it was a Aboriginal dude, 6 fingers in there. And he said something Topcatz scared or something like that. I can't find it. And Rob, here you go, right here. He say Topcatz weak as hell. He turned down $1,000 twice for a debate. I didn't know it was twice, but that nigga ain't got no motherfucking $1,000 I don't buy no dreams. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy no dream. They can't sell me no dream. But anyway, Raboin came on there and say, this Aboriginal bottom kid is delusional. He knows Jabari on his way to Ghana. Bro, I didn't know Jabari was going to know Ghana. He knows Jabari don't watch all those remix claims he make and trying to run some sneak shit. Bro, if the information wrong, it's wrong. If it's sneak, I can sneak you with my shit. If it's wrong, then you shouldn't worry about that because you got the right answer, right?
Yeah, he acting like Jabari is being forced into something. That's a grown ass man. You fetching the trash, nigga. You ain't got no say so in none of this trash fetching.
He don't feel like he think I'm gonna walk him, bro. He came up there begging and pleading. They say what they say at the wedding? If somebody got a problem with this, say something now.
Yeah, hold your peace. Yeah.
He come there trying to break the wedding up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this here. It's not. He saying he want a shot, bro. It's deeper than that because he know he not gonna get the shot, but he don't think Jabari can do it. He feel like he gotta go try to help him in everything.
He really do. They trying to do some PR shit. He trying to get in front of this goddamn shit because they took a blow and the Moors goddamn ran over their ass. They ain't recovered since, and they know it's coming.
They didn't win around in that debate.
Exactly.
He say, nope, not as long as I'm around. Anytime he pops his head out, his killer little box on this topic, I will be there, guns blazing. Selling that shit in the chat, in the comment section. You right here thugging in the comment section, and all I got to do is hit the play. He gave away his opening round. He came out and gave away the opening round. I said, all right, I'm a stand on him then. I'm gonna stand over him.
And you know what that means when you see somebody like that, anywhere he go, I'm gonna be there. That means that you living in a longhouse of his mind, rent free, for the rest of your life, dog. No matter what, you are in his head. So he wondering where you at. He keeping an eye on where you go. When you in Clubhouse, you living in his mind for rent free, and that's a good space to be.
Oh yeah. I got shades on. I'm on the beach. I seen that picture that you in Florida. I was down there in Florida on that same beach in that nigga mind right there.
Oh yeah, you in Dubai, you jet skiing on his. You in his head. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
He say as long as he stays in the end of the world, he fine. You come over here, we will leave that kitty still dead. Man, go sell that shit somewhere, bro. Mr. My computer, bro.
Yeah, trash man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, trash boy. I didn't know that. Dave say to the trash. I didn't know that. He better not ever say nothing to me.
Yeah, that's trash boy.
Are going to actually see that there is a lot to offer in Ghana for people of African descent. So I'm excited. And I'll even do some when I get there so I can give you a better answer to Rob Warren.
Right. And I got one more thing before you leave. Hold on, Sarnetta. I need you to try this. There's a woman named Laura Adacor Kofi. Did you ever hear her?
No.
Okay, so she's one of the people who became a part of Marcus Garvey movement, and she took over in Florida. She had like 200,000 followers. Unfortunately, she was killed. But she said that she came from Africa specifically to come here to help Black people in America.
Good information.
So I want you to I'm out to see. I think I got your number still. I think I need to, because I tried to get Dr. Mayat, but I didn't know that she went already. And because you're there, it makes it easier to find it. You know what I mean?
Sure. What I'll do, let me see if I think I have
your number. Boy.
I'm gonna try to text you right now. So
text you, boy.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man.
All right.
Hey, that's dope. Look, he feeling like he needed. Let me try to drop a boy. Have you ever heard of what that nigga boy say? Does the name Spanky Johnson ring a bell? He's trying to get out the ball.
Yeah, man, you gonna have fun, man. You gonna pull a Dane Calloway again, like you know how the execution went.
Look at it. He act like Chanel's about to kick him out. Hold on, let me ask you boys up. And now he didn't ease his way back over here. Yeah, look at
you caught that, right?
Yeah, that's over there, boy. Just like a woman. Bitch, I thought you said you don't fuck with me. Ain't you telling all your homegirls you don't fuck with me? Yeah. You know, you went out there tonight, got 2 phone numbers and shit.
I can go check on my son. I can check on my daughter. It's my daughter. I can check on her.
That's how they be. Check them out.
Yeah.
And now, look at Side. I really want to know what Side think about this. Side ain't changed his face expression yet, bro.
Why you ain't do it, right, boy? You had the chance. Why you ain't do it? Yo, brother, I know what I know. Same discussion that ain't be done. You don't have to be done. You can argue what you want. You gotta prepare.
Bro, you sound like a broad.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo.
I'm not finna argue with you. Bro, go on. Get out.
He gotta prepare. I don't have to prepare. My computer is working right. My shit good. I'm gonna pay you $1,000, Topcatz. Keep your money, brother. Keep your money, brother.
Rob on. That's it, Rob on.
Yo, peace, Continental.
Peace.
Peace, Rob. Okay, I just sent you a text. Let's see if we can.
All right. Hey, Monday, 7 o'clock is on and popping. Jabari, let's get it in. Topcatz, I'm telling you. Topcatz. Huh?
Let's do this. I have do you have Soneta's number?
I do.
Yes, he got it.
Can you send, or Soneta, can you send me Topcatz number, and we'll communicate back and forth. We'll text back and forth so we can really get the topic really solid for Monday. Okay.
All right, cool. I'm okay.
Hey, Jabari, I just want to say, hold on, Topcatz. I just want to say, Jabari, don't take this guy lightly. He do his research. He do a study. So he's probably watching your videos right now. So don't take Topcatz lightly, brother. That's all I'm telling you.
I hope he is. Because, one of the challenges.
Nah, I'm telling son.
I got to tell him, man.
I hope he is. Because one of the things that I hope that people do is I hope they are looking at my videos are based on sources and on data and on facts. So in order to impeach those, you have to either impeach the facts, which would be hard to do, or you would have to come with your own data. I have found that most of the people that I have interaction with in the Aboriginal movement have not done a lot of research on topics, and so it's usually pretty easy for me to just to unravel it pretty.
He said, "Hey, that's what he told me." But I know I believe him though. I feel like he really think. He probably had some success with whoever, I don't know who. Like I said, y'all see me them other videos too, but he probably feel like he had some success. And I don't know. But he
didn't have no success against Phoenix Moon. He can't claim that as no win. He took a L on that shit.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that too and see because Jabari, he gonna kind of have like the same. He look at all. He feel like you seen one, you seen them all. That's the attitude that I felt like he had from that statement right there. You seen one, you seen them all. So I doubt if he even trained for this shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't did a push up. That nigga on the couch. He ain't. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, like it would have been wise for him to listen to Soneta's disclaimer because Soneta knows. He knows that you don't walk by yourself, that you mean with that motherfucking information. He knows that. So yeah, he's walking in with some arrogance and some aloofness about him, but he gonna get brought back down to earth. And you know what? After he take this L, he gonna come back real humble and he gonna want a round two. I already know how it's gonna go.
Oh yeah, he gonna get done like Rob Boy did. We control it long as we in the tempo. Yeah, we can talk because I sit you down. I don't think you're African. Since you don't think I'm Indian, I don't think you're African. But yeah, I do want to get into that. I'm real interested in that back to Africa. What's he doing in Ghana? You know, what do we see quote unquote Americans in Ghana in this plan for Ghana? I do want to have that conversation with him on that. That shit that he'll get comfortable with, and then he don't even get him comfortable, walk to a nice dark alley,
Yep.
executed,
Look at that nigga slumped.
It's pretty simple. So I'm gonna look at your videos, Topcatz, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm on your channel right now, so definitely we'll talk.
Ain't nothing at the trap.
All right, cool.
Peace, brother.
All right, peace.
Oh man, Jabari, it's going down. Oh man. Hey, but no, on a serious note, just be prepared for Topcatz, though.
I will. You know I
go
will.
in. So
you know I will.
Yeah.
All right, peace and Black Power family. What's your name?
He's still like, you know I will.
Yeah, he said on a serious note. He right. You better take this shit serious, but he won't. He won't take it serious.
Nah,
he'll find out.
I don't even think Sonetta think Jabari gonna do good, to be honest.
I don't need it, bro.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, I'm not hearing that Floyd Mayweather shit. I ain't hearing that
shit, bro. I said the same thing, Dave.
Yeah, I ain't hearing
it. They went
he
all
seemed
in.
a little bit worried. You know what? He might not even do it now. Now I'm looking. I didn't hear all that, but yeah, he don't seem like he the Floyd Mayweather no more. He seemed like he need to study.
Sonetta went all in when he was backing Rob Bourne. He went all in on that, and he really thought that Rob Bourne was going to be able to hold his own. He really thought that, and Rob Bourne ain't been the same since that day. He's not been the same.
He haven't. They not even giving him the same fights and shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting no cards. Man, it's that's for real. He haven't been the same.
No, he was on the fast track as that young face of that community, and he hasn't been the same since that specific day because you didn't show up to fight, dog. And look at how you acting. I don't know how long ago was that? That was months and months ago.
Yeah, that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, and he's still like remembering where you went.
Like the back of his hand.
Nigga, I don't remember where I was at last week, nigga.
He said you got up at 10 that morning.
You did your calisthenics and then you went over here and you god damn, man.
Oh shit, yeah.
Hey yo, you remember when you did the miseducation of the Hebrew Israelites?
Say it again.
You remember when you did the miseducation of the Hebrew Israelites over there?
Right.
Remember when it was done? Like it wasn't no callers, no nothing. It was just like
I never told her ass too. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I think that's what's about to happen now. It's about to be the same thing.
Crickets, nothing but crickets in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't going for the, I ain't going, bro. You're not finna handle me in here. Y'all ain't finna treat me like no second class citizen, because ain't nobody in here African if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go and step on it. I'm finna make them prove it. I'm finna step on it. You niggas gonna have to prove it.
Yep, call that paperwork party, dog. We need some shit. Yeah, we need to see your evidence of what you claim, because we know that Jesse Jackson popularized it in '88. So if he popularized the term African American, that's when the whole African, started kind of coming in on that wave. So what was you calling yourself before then? We need to see some paperwork, though.
Yeah, when y'all became African in America.
Hey, yo, Jabari did. I think with Phoenix, he pulled out this piece of paper.
Right. He did some genius. I can't remember it though, but he had
but it was like, it was like at the top it said Ghana, and then it was like a bunch of first names, and then there was some shit at the bottom. He couldn't even explain it. He heard it, put that shit back in his pocket. Because that shit went on Ancestry.com and awful.
Exactly. It's just bluffing, man. They be bluffing, yo.
Yeah, Jabari got that black European in it. His wife looked, no disrespect, because I know I don't know what she identified with, but she remind me of East Coast Indian. Just looking at her, Jabari White. I can't remember her name, but yeah, she look like an Indian. Realized, hey, when the pale faces came off the boat, that's when say this shit was bootleg. That's that DNA. Oh, they don't want to have the DNA, and he comfortable with that conversation too. Jabari real comfortable with that conversation. What is I want him on Dave, when you got some topic. What you been around for a while. What's something
I told you the only thing I could think of is that genetically African shit, because like I said, I could just see him on some family, we just, some of us we was involved, but like I said, because again, and Rob Bourne, I don't know if you heard Rob Bourne, but Rob Bourne was like, they coming in here using new terms. Yeah, Black European. Yeah, I heard it. It's like Black European is a new term, so it's like, again, that's that colonization shit. You can't be who you are because Africa's there, so it's like, well, are we talking, is it the Bible story again? Are we talking like everybody come from Africa? There was one person, two people, that, you know what I mean? Are we talking that shit? Or, because it's like, if I only have information on a man being from Europe, I mean, he's European. I mean, regardless of his skin color, that's a European. So it's like, to me, that's what it's going to turn into. It's going to turn into, if you put them, if you start going to, like you say, mamas and daddies, I don't want to just hear about this guy. I want to hear, where's his mom from? Where's his dad from? When you start going into that and they start backpedaling, then it's just going to be everybody's African.
Well, when you got to ask them about the African part, say the topic of DNA do come up, you challenge him on where are your African cousins on their DNA test, because you're gonna have. I'm just saying, when they do the DNA, they will notify you if you have cousins and what those cousins' names are, and you can actually connect with family members. But they're gonna be American. They're not gonna be African names. So all you have to do is ask them, okay, well, what's your African connection to this? Since you wanted to bring up the topic of DNA, that's the question that you do ask them. Because they only deal with regions. It only deals with regions of Africa, not specific human beings, people, lineage. It doesn't deal with it.
I wasn't, and I'm with you. I'm just saying, I wasn't talking about the DNA shit. I was talking about that African shit. They're gonna just be on some.
No, he gonna use that. Dave, you right. He gonna say everybody come from Africa. All life come from Africa. He gonna DNA takes him back to Africa. He gonna use that. That's his bread and butter.
He will. So I was just enhancing what you were saying, Brother Dave. Not to be contradictory, but you right though. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's his bread. Pan Africans, they need that. They need that, bro. And it's because when he was going back, he brought up the fact that, like, if we fast forward, some guy came on and said it was slaves on the Trail of Tears, and he was like, you know what? Some Africans in America have native DNA. He was like, but they did the test and it's only 5%. Only 5% niggas in America got native DNA, he said. And so that's why I know he gonna use that. They try to use that, but that's why I say that writes us out of history, because but that's what he gonna use, the science though. And y'all gonna be ready for this shit, because all of it connected to Pan-Africanism. Man, we know, bro. I listen. You just brought it up. The build in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah, that right there. That right there gonna take the cake. I did one on the West African, Black European, West African tribes. That right there was a lot of that information is what I know I'm gonna need.
But see, that's what dismantles them when that topic of DNA, if it does come up, that's your skill set. You know how to walk them on. Well, brother, did you have? Because you already know this is gonna be a given. Brother, do you have any Nigeria in your DNA? Yes, I'm 30%, I'm 88% Nigerian, is what his response is going to be. That's your opening because you know the concoction of how Nigeria existed. So you're chasing him back to Santa Claus. You feel me?
Right.
Because you know how to dismantle the whole Nigerian thing, and it'll be a house of cards too. It's going to collapse after that.
That shit there go back to Sierra Leone.
Right.
All falls in the ain't no way out of that one. I was on Clubhouse the other day and I asked this dude, and man, that was the first time somebody was that honest. He was like, yeah. They well, I don't know, but he was honest about it, man. But man, they are done all the way up into Kwame and Chrome and them. Like we started in the beginning. I don't want to say the name in case he watching. Well, I said because he can't do nothing about it.
No, don't say it. Strategic warfare. Don't say it. Yeah, the tomahawk's on fire. You got him on that. I already know you going. You got him on that.
Yeah, that's man. I wish he woke up this morning feeling like I did and said, "Come on today, Topcatz, bring your ass out here today." I ain't gonna lie, just watching that debate last night though, that did get me. I said, nah, I don't want to let the opportunity pass, man. Dave, what you thought about the debate last night?
Oh my God! I mean, which part, you know? Which part? You talking about
the whole debacle?
It was a debacle. It was. I mean, I honestly, like, I thought they ended up agreeing on most things except for when they got to the bones. I feel like that was I feel like the bones, you know, again, it can go either way. You know, we not physically pulling that shit up. You know, we can't verify none of that shit as far as like us ourselves verifying it. You know, we don't have any archaeologists on standby. So, you know, I don't know. It just feels like it feels like we join in. Well, when not. I mean, it feels like when you're commenting on it and you ain't never held a piece of it, you ain't never pulled none of it up. You can't verify if that shit real or not. We might be looking at Clotilda. You know, somebody pulled. Huh?
No, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Edify on that though for people who might not know where you were going with it.
So basically, like, you know, when they're doing these archaeological finds and they pulling this stuff up, especially bones, we talking normally, you know, we know the decay process. They tell you it, you know, but we're not physically pulling these things up to verify who's who, what's what. We're not carbon dating anything. We don't have the machinery. Again, we going off of what somebody's saying. That's the same thing they do with the Clotilda and the African story. Oh, we found a piece of a ship. Well, now I'm lost. What, you know, I mean, does the ship last longer than the bones, or do bones last longer than wood? You know, it's just, you know, we trying to use something that's not ours and, you know, verify it via somebody else's way of verifying shit. So I think you brought that up before. No, I'm sorry. I think you brought it up before, and I think Sanchez did bring that up before by saying, I think it was Chief Holiday. If it's, and I know, you know, he might be listening. I know he gets irritated quick, but I think somebody had told him, was like, hey, you can't say that they're trying to hide this from us and then use it and say that, you know, this verifies our existence in the Americas. So,
and to me, that was a case of allowing your opponent to dictate your talking points. Again, it's a savvy move, but you got to know how to counter it. In other words, Sanchez laid the ground rules of the talking point of that entire topic, from that beginning of that topic to the end of that specific topic. He even, because he did this before to prior conversations, he says, well, you gonna discount Lucy, you gotta discount Lucia because it's the white man, so and so. And he goes into his diatribe about the white man, this and that, getting you emotionally because he gets to preaching. So you got to know how to counter it and actually get in front of it or yank it off the table where it's not even a talking point. His opponent didn't do that. So he allowed his opponent to put all the ground rules on here, tell him that it's not null and void, and you actually allowed him to get away with that. That's a bad move. That's a bad debater. You got to know how to counter it or not even enter that topic into the talking points. So it was horrible, man. It was horrible.
Hey, now I want to bring out that point too that you said when how he understood the emotional attachment.
Yes.
To the crowd, like all that shit gotta be going through your head, bro. And you gotta feel when he doing that, jabbing.
Yes.
Make the referee step in to break us up or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get that shit because somebody counting.
And like people who even study battle rap, you ain't got to be a battle rapper. You got to already know what your opponent's gonna do. So to me, you just take it back to 8 Mile. You start getting in front of dude like I am from the trailer park. I am a piece of white trash. You start taking away all the talking points before old boy even opens his mouth. Now all of a sudden he can't dig into that bag. He can't dictate that talking point. So you got to know how to get in front of things or know how to control when you see them trying to walk you into something. You know what I mean? He let him just control that whole part of that conversation in his cadence. And Sanchez got a mean cadence, man. His cadence it'll talk to you. It'll start bringing you in and humming you. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful on that,
He
man.
understand his strengths.
He do.
He like that country old man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Exactly. It sounds like it's wisdom. And sometimes that should be some straight bullshit. You got to know how to call that shit.
Yeah. But he know how to put it on you. He know how to get his shit off. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get that shit out. I said for that they had that fight. I said, hey man, Sanchez is unorthodox. He gonna scoop you by your ankles. If that don't work, he gonna clip you. He gonna put his leg. He gonna figure out a way to because you just notice if just a little time that I do be over there. Sometimes I just get on the panel and just sit there and be listening to everybody. It'd be a lot of people on the panel. So I don't do too good, and you know what I'm saying. It's that many niggas fighting for the mic. You know what I'm saying. But I say this here though, just sitting there watching it, it's a certain level of how he gonna want to control the ring. You know, it go like it's like Brady. Pay Manning their quarterback, bro, or anything you've been doing, you got a way that I do it. Anywhere I go, it's gonna have to be this fit on it. So you're gonna have to take some of those things away that he comfortable on.
Yes, and like 12 or 15 years ago, Sanchez reminds me of a southern version of Sarah Sunseti. They have the same spiritual cadence on there. And if you, like I said, if you let somebody dictate what your talking points are without you being sharp enough to know, nah, that ain't gonna work on me, dog. You gotta really know, you know. But yeah, just gotta be in your bag. That's all. But and AP, he needed a better team around him. He needed to have like a team on the backside.
Yeah, well, Sanchez accused him of taking you know. Said he had somebody on the phone one of the time. He said, man, y'all get off the phone with each other, man, and all this here. But even if it ain't true, the crowd listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If it ain't true, like, and then he make it like, oh, they went on mute. They just came off mute. You know what I'm saying? And then AP connection started messing up. And, you know, he was like, oh, this is suspect. And, you know, then people started typing in the chat. This is the suspect.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? KG vet moves, and
he just go on mute and be laughing and squeezing and shit. And, you know, he was when he started doing the effects in the background. He started dropping his own bombs and shit.
Yeah, man, yeah. So I thought that Sanchez I didn't really feel him on that shit because he showed a picture of Lucia and put a wig on her, and it was like an Asian wig.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga, that was a good one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah.
I gave him some points on that one, but I'm listening to him.
That's that showmanship.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it.
Hey, hold on, Dave. That nigga put a poll in the chat. Nigga, tell me if you did. Did you do
He
the poll?
did, yeah, he did.
Hey, man, nigga working the flow, bro.
Yeah, that's a showmanship, yo.
And then he went and stood on the ropes, nigga, and put the belt down. He said, I just beat up a nigga.
He put that Beverly Hills wig on there. And shit.
Yeah, that country boy, he was like, I just beat up a nigga and I beat up another one.
This is your champion?
He's like, I'm icing my knuckles and my ankles. I said, he said, I got the belt on my waist. Oh man, yeah, you can, bro. Get a nigga. They just let him get too comfortable in the pocket, man. He found the rhythm, found his distance, bro, and
then he started goofing off.
Yeah, it was a wrap, bro. He didn't take it serious no more. He felt he even asked. So AP started reading one time, and he say, "Come on, bro, this the big thing." He said, "Oh,
he was like, do you need a screen share or are you just reading the verse?
Oh, bro, you don't let him get that, man." No, he started trying to little man you. And
exactly.
He say, come on, man, you read really. He like, he said, you gonna read the whole article? He just said, he put like Z's in the chat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was working, but while he going, you gotta be busy too. If he talking, you need to be pulling up some rebuttals. If you see some counters in there and shit, like then he throwing little shit in, like, oh, I'm right. AP forgot his thought one time, and he like, oh, unlike you, I'm writing mine down because I'm taking this seriously. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody's going there, bro.
That's right.
He wanted to take away his credibility for being in the ring with him, bro. You gotta look at how long it took for the fight to even be made. You gotta look at how long, like it was supposed to happen, then it didn't happen, then it was posted, then it finally happened, and then when it happened, this happened.
And that's another thing about debate. When you're in a debate, sometimes it is like a boxing match. They take you to the deep water. When you get to that deep water, you can't run out of topics, or you can't make it sound like you giving up your time, or you can't make it sound like you're not prepared for, you know what I mean, for a war. You know, that's what it means to debate. Just means to fight. That's what the word debate means. You got to be prepared for those, you know, for the deep water.
Like I said, the only thing I didn't fuck with Sanchez on was when he started. He said some shit about Farrakhan was like, you know, Farrakhan's calling us the Asiatic black man, and then he started showing. He was talking about Asian eyes. I'm like, yo, ODB don't got no Asian eyes, man. What the fuck? He shouldn't have
right?
So Star. Hey, Glitch TV. Hey, the link in the chat. Glitch, pull up.
You're right, brother David, and that, you're right. That's when you got to know how to counter when your opponent gives you an opening. You got to know how to exploit that.
Well, Sister Bethy did. Sister Bethy asked him, was like, "What the fuck? Like, where's this Asian chick coming from? How are you getting this?" And then he was like, "Well, Farrakhan said we the Asiatic black man. What we need to do is find out who studied that, who gave Farrakhan that." I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like that shit was. And he dropped the bomb. I was like, hell no, pick that shit back up. That shit was dumb as hell.
Hey, you know who this is? Glitch. It wasn't even Lucy, it was Nancy. What the hell is this person talking about? It wasn't Lucy, it was Nancy. And you the nigga that introduced the shit. I'm out. Never heard of you, Glitch. And we don't teach nothing about nothing over there. I don't know what you got going on. That nigga said it was Lucy.
That was Nancy.
None of them people. Shane Gray, know who you was. I ain't gonna lie, I had to click on that. My bad. But she say, they don't even call themselves Asiatic no more. Nah, they don't. I ain't heard that one in a long time. That's like Dick Gregory say, you ever wonder what happened to albino people after high school? You know what I'm saying? He say, that's that joke he used to say, I don't hear people with the Asiatic no more. He said, "Who the fuck is Nancy?" That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what that nigga did. Glitch TV. Yeah, but nah, that nigga Sanchez feeling real good right now, bro. He feeling real good. He feeling real good today. But he said he'll be a pro too, but I don't think he gonna really, he gonna stall and ain't gonna have time to watch. But I feel like some of those topics could have got a little more attention. You know what I mean? But it got disorganized. He was telling AP to go pull shit up, letting him go pull. Like, bro, I would have never told them niggas I would put them up on my slides. It was fucked up. I would have waited till he went. Just protected myself till he went.
Facts, exactly.
There's a weakness. And so he stopped the show. You know what I'm saying? Nigga stopped the show and paused and started talking to the crowd. Well, we gonna let him go. Cause see, I'm gonna show you something. Psychologically, this happened. This is why I seen the switch in his attitude. Coming into that, he had a lot of respect for AP. I'm gonna tell you, he had a lot of respect. I think it was just the respect of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that I probably got a dangerous opponent in front of me. I had to be ready for everything. But I'm gonna tell you why I seen the switch on the energy too after the opening statements. After the opening statements, they closed the web, and when they went into the topic, and he say again, another veteran move. He say, "Okay, I took the first topic. It's on you." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
AP shot it back to him. Said he got to get something ready. He got to pull something up. He gonna let him have it. Oh no, that's nigga said. Oh. And you know what he did? He said, "We're gonna wait on you."
A vet move. Yeah.
He already trying to win the crowd already. He trying to show them that you not even prepared. Like it'd be so much like there was I remember that Sean Porter Bud fight. Bud grabbed Porter and took him to the ropes. He muscled him and took him to the ropes.
Yes.
Because Porter is known to be this aggressive fighter. This, he gonna be on. He want to enforce his will on you, his power, and he wanted to show him, now you're not going to control this.
Exactly.
He grabbed him and he took his ass to the road early. We finna get this understood early.
And what that does is you let your opponent know, nigga, you're not setting the rules of engagement in no way. And there's nothing wrong with the other person saying, look at you, supposed to be the moderator, and look at you just letting them, you start putting pressure on that moderator to do your fucking job. Because me having to fight against this dude and fight against you not moderating is not gonna happen.
I need a referee. I do feel like, cause see, this is important. Energy is important, bro. Energy at the same time.
Yes.
Going in there and already got a sense of comfort there because I'm going in there with my homie.
Yes.
Somebody who I'm involved with the information with, somebody that I've been coming up with this information. So he going that would, and I felt like he went with the energy there. So whatever, they wasn't on the same page. They wasn't on the same page because he wouldn't, they just went on the same page, man. And I feel like AP really kind of went with the energy that Holiday had. And Holiday wasn't fighting. He knew I'm not, you know what I mean? So he didn't need to have a certain type of, you know what I mean? And I think that had a lot to do with it too, because he was like, Holiday, you want to ask a question, you know what I mean, before we started. And he was keep trying to insert. See, if ain't nobody there with you, then these type of things ain't, your focus and you know what I mean? Because that shit matters when it's a lot of voices and all this shit here going on and the lights on. Like all this shit matters, bro. The lights on. If you've been in that situation, you know what I'm talking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can feel everybody looking at your ass in here, especially if you're somebody who worry about that. I don't want that on my mind. You know what I'm saying? But somebody look down and say, damn, we see 1,100 people in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, It's 1,100 people in here right now. Like, I better say the right thing. And I hope I don't mess up. And like, all these type of things start coming in your head. Like
pressure, right. Like, yo, like I think I might be losing this shit.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
Yeah, your man Punch Junkie was all the way wrong on that fight too, B.
What he said happened?
Man, he was on beforehand. He was like, man, I'm telling you, Ohio niggas.
Oh yeah,
I was like, what the fuck, man? He about to get washed. And he did get washed. Hey, yo, you know what the funny shit was about that fight, man? This nigga at the end, Porter, was like, I think they was talking about his dad stopping the fight. My thing is, I saw when Porter was on the ground. He wasn't beating and banging on the canvas because he was frustrated. He was beating and banging on the canvas because he was hurt. I thought he was hurt, yo. He was hurt because he didn't look like any other time Porter just jumped straight up. You know, that beating and banging on the canvas, that was because he was hurt, man. That nigga rocked him, yeah. He rocked him and he was hurt. He was dazed. That's why he was down there crawling for a little minute in circles.
I took it that he was just frustrated that you facing the realization that there's nothing that I can do in my power to stop this man.
Man, I thought if that fight would have continued, he would have got smacked.
Yeah, he would.
I agree with that.
So what happened over the weekend? All right, well, two things happened. Porter actually he got a podcast, the Porter Way, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
On his podcast, he said he wasn't hurt in this situation. He said
Bullshit.
He was frustrated.
Bullshit.
Right.
He said he was thinking to himself, I'm getting hit too much. And he said, then I go down. Boom. I'm like, damn, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I looked over to my dad. Again, this is what I was just talking about that energy shit. All right? This was the same thing. He going in there. This ain't just his trainer. This is daddy, bro. If this nigga touched me any kind of way, he worried about what his daddy felt. Damn, he hit me down. And my daddy looking at my defense, right? And like, you always got this, you know what I mean? And so it was that shit different. When he got up, he looked over at his daddy. And guess what? His daddy was disappointed. And so when he went down again, guess what? He hitting the ground because guess what? There's nothing I can do.
Right.
He just got back up and tried. That was his. By that time, he had already found his distance on him. And then at the same time, they had just told Crawford, but he had been wearing him down through the fight. Even with the body shots and everything, he'd been wearing him down. And they told Crawford he was down. Let's talk about greatness. They said, you down on the cards. He was like, I'm down. He like, you down. And he said, all right. And he went out there and ended this shit. And, you know, and so a lot of people say, well, I don't think he was doing what he wanted to. You got to be doing what you wanted to. If he decided when this shit was over with, when he said it's over with, it was over with.
Applied the pressure.
I think that's somebody that's in control. You know what I'm saying? So he but Porter said he went down on that, and then it's you know, for the people that were saying his daddy stopped the fight, he tripped out. What happened was, so ESPN released the footage when Porter went down and he was hitting the ground. And Kenny Porter was like, what the fuck? He was tripping, like, what you doing? And that pissed him off. He said, oh, nah, this shit over with. You don't want to fight no more. His daddy, it wasn't just no decision that he just made it. Not. He tell his son to get up. Look at me. He talking to him. And the nigga ain't responding right. You know what I'm saying? And you can
know his son.
And all of that. I know you know what time it is. This shit over with, bro. He said, give me the towel.
See, that's the thing. I don't want to take away from Crawford with all these excuses. Because I knew that as Porter as a commentator, I knew it. I knew he had an excuse already lined up because there was no way in hell he was going to be but. And I mean, I knew it was going to be an excuse. That's why I'm saying all this, you know, he wasn't prepared and I was frustrated, man. You was about to get cooked, nigga.
Right,
he was about to get cooked. And if you fighting Crawford, please make boxing your full-time job.
Yeah,
please.
Man. I knew he was going to come in there with that excuse bullshit. I knew it. Because he a commentator at the heart. That's what he do.
And nothing wrong with that either. And you got a lot to lose if you get knocked out on that canvas and you can do some harm to yourself. You got a whole career that you can do for the rest of your life. And that is to be considered when you out there getting your ass beat. But you can't be splitting your time between media and boxing when you were going against Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
no.
you're at the highest level, competing at the highest level of the game. That's not gonna happen.
Right. Hey, yo, somebody did I can't think of the channel. Somebody did a background joint on Porter, and they was like, "Yo, ain't knocked nobody out since like 2017 or some shit."
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been about like 4 years since Porter had a knockout. But you know something else too. You know, Porter went Hollywood though. You know, he got to a place where he got comfortable in his life, and yeah, that's that Manny Pacquiao syndrome. Porter lost to all of the, you know, the top people. He lost to Brook, got his belt took. He lost to Spence, he lost to Thurman, and he lost to him. You know, it was time for him to go. And so, yeah, he didn't win none of those top fights. But shout out to Porter though, and Junior, Punch Junkie. He from Ohio, man. That's one thing about them Ohio Indians, man. He shocked her too. One thing about he come out the Mississippi migration up to Ohio. One thing about them Ohio people love Ohio. Mm-hmm. They riding for Ohio like Cowboy fans. Mm-hmm. Everybody out of there, Montana Love, Tiger Johnson, everybody, Lil Duke Reagan, all of them, Adrian Broner. You know how many ass whooping Adrian Broner had? Adrian Broner is Punch Junkie favorite fighter. Just put it like that. Mm. He take ass whoopings like the Knicks, Sacramento. He taking Sacramento King ass whoopings.
Did you feel the way Spence felt, yo, at the end of that shit?
Yeah, Spence I messed up, man, and Spence didn't had that wreck, bro. I don't know, man. That shit took away from the real,
Spence is ducking.
Like,
I like what Spence said at the end of that shit. They was like, "Yo, do you agree with the stoppage?" He was like, "Hell no." Nah. He was like, they was like, "Why not?" He was like, "Well, what the fuck? He come in there with all that marvelous war shit on for that."
Man, you gotta admit defeat, and that's what they did. His daddy told Crawford, "You great." Look, man, you gotta listen to his daddy talking to Crawford after that ass whooping. Why, son, right there. You great. I knew you was great. I love you. You gotta listen to him, and Sean sitting there like this how you used to do me on the Olympic team. You always do Bud over me, bro. You always really, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This shit was personal. Bud and Sean is real cool. Kenny Porter was his coach on the Team USA back in the game. That's why he always tell that story about
they go way back.
Yeah, when he was 16, when Bud was 16, he tried to fight him. He tried to fight Kenny Porter, but he, Bud always been that nigga over Porter in Kenny eyes. Goddamn, man, he wanted to prove it to him that night. And see, I had a cousin, man. My cousin like a year older than me, and I remember my dad. My dad would make us do everything, make us play basketball, everything against each other. Niggas used to whoop me. He'd bring him over there to come fight me and everything. And I never could beat him in nothing. I'd be right there though. I always was close to winning though. You know what I'm saying? I never win, and my dad would bring nigga over there. And, if we hooping or something, my dad would be more on that nigga side. And I built my shit up, nigga, until I whooped that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I always knew I was right there on the edge. You know what I'm saying? I'll come close.
Yes, sir.
And I finally got his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then shit, I took out. I started running faster than him and everything. Shit. But that's how Porter felt that night. What's up with the Supreme Beat Boxing? But man, that's a bit, man. We've been on a little while, man. I want to appreciate y'all. We can go and get out of here. But I say this here. If we do have that conversation of the transatlantic slave trade, well, I'll just come back and watch this here what we was talking about at the beginning. I'll get my answer right there. What's up with the Keys? Mr. T. Davis, appreciate that love, family. Appreciate that love. I'm born here. Appreciate that love, Kennedy. Y'all be cool, man. Hey, we got a cyber sale over there, man, over on BCU, man. Y'all go get everything discounted over there. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I want to hey, y'all got the fights tonight since we talking about boxing. What's y'all predictions tonight? Cambosa, Teofimo Lopez.
I'm going Lopez.
I don't give a fuck who won, neither one of them two.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I think Teo gonna knock him out though, but I think Teo can be distracted. He got a lot going on, he got a lot to prove, everybody watching him. How this fight was supposed to happen, and he kept getting pushed back. Didn't look like it was gonna happen. I just want to see what T.O. will see. He ain't fought since Lomo.
Right.
Yeah. And Cambosa get hit too much. He right there to be hit. T.O. explosive, and that hoe hit hard. I'm looking for an early knockout. But if Cambosa is sleeping, I hope he's sleeping because T.O. ain't gonna do the right thing. We ain't gonna get none of them big fights.
Yep.
We ain't none of that shit. This nigga around here, he done went Hollywood on us, been holding them belts that long. He already even in the situation with Cambosa. Nobody even wanted him to fight that, even though it was mandatory. But like, come on, get this shit over with. You got Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just right now. You got to see it. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, bro. You can't be right here talking the championship, bro. You don't want to get in there with the champions. You got to see this man. Ain't nowhere else to go after this. But they say they're going to vacate, though. Y'all heard that? They talking about vacating and moving up to 140. They tried to get in a Josh Taylor fight since Terrence Crawford not even interested in the Josh Taylor fight. So he left Bob Aaron. Bob was trying to get him that fight. He said he ain't interested. He won't Spence. So that left the door open for T.O. and his dad and them to go up to 140 and
slide in there, right? Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Josh Taylor, he got a UK market, but he's just not like a big draw. But that for a unified undisputed too, moving up, leaving his undisputed, that should it makes sense if he could get past Gambosa. But it also he ducking Haney. So we'll see how they go. I think he gonna let them Bills go at 135. Haney gonna have to go up to 140 and fight him.
Got to move up.
That's a bit. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get with you too.
For sure.
Before Monday, and just to go over some things. And
yeah, we'll link up with you like FaceTime and stuff. We got it. We got it. All right, y'all. Later on.
For sure.
All right, peace.
You got some last word today?
Yeah, man. It's gonna be great on Monday, man. I feel like you're gonna end the conversation, and ain't gonna be no callers. Or it might be a whole lot of callers, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be one or the other. They're gonna throw religion on you, they're gonna talk about the Hebrews and everything else. It's just gonna be a big mess afterwards, I promise.
I can see some shooters in the parking lot this year. I can see
First one gonna be that prophet nigga. I don't know what it the old nigga. He look Portuguese himself, but the first one gonna be him. He a yellow prophet. I don't know. He an African Hebrew. I don't know what he is, but he the first one. I don't know his name. They call him. I just heard him name Prophet. I just hear they call him Prophet or Pat. I don't know what the fuck he is, but he an elder. He older guy, and he be with the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, he be calling this another show.
Yeah.
Nah, them niggas don't be fucking with me. I come on, they keep that shit away from me, bro. Them niggas, I don't know. I appreciate them though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them, but them niggas don't come fucking with me with that shit. And I don't want to talk. I mean, they be saying some of the craziest shit over there, man. But
they do, yo. That shit be all over the place. That shit be all over the place. Hey, yo, thank you for having me, though, man. I appreciate you, and I'll be tuning in on Monday.
For sure.
That's what's up.